Hello everybody, welcome to our live webinar today. So we're going to be talking about all about generating traffic and then how do you send that traffic over to your AI websites, because website generation is now easy with AI, right? But how do you get to traffic? We're going to be talking about that. But I also have a couple other key cool things that we've added into ClickSitesAI. I'm going to be showing you that as well in just a second. And also the other really cool thing we're going to be talking about as well is the real updates we made, okay, to the ClickSites application. We're going to be showing you those as well, some really cool things that we've added in based on your feedback and that sort of thing already in just a couple of days since you've requested already. So the team is on this on top of it. All right, so one of the questions that came in and is quite common is, hey Paul, how do I integrate with HumanBot and some of the other applications that you have? How do I make it work? Okay, so this is where basically whether it's HumanBot, any other external application where there's some code, how do you embed it into these AI websites, right? How do you put it in there, right? So it's very straightforward. First of all, let me show you the end result and I'll show you how to do it. Okay, is that cool? All right, so let me share my screen here real quick. All right, cool. All right, here we go. So this is the ClickSitesAI application, right? So let me just show you this particular page where I put in the rapid weight loss website. So just let me just show you here. Let me just preview this here by clicking on this icon here. Boom. So we have this human bot here, right? So that I've highlighted here. I'll just put a different ink or whatever here. Okay, this is one right here. So basically this is where you can chat now with this human bot, right? What's your name? Right, something like this.
What is your name?
All right, and
Hello,
says,
Paul. How can I help you today?
all right, this is our human bot, right? So this is how we put it into the website. You can embed it into any website. You can minimize it so it shows up like this and that sort of thing, right? So how do we end up doing this? So it's very simple. First of all, let's open up the human bot application. So we come up here. So this is the human bot application, like so, as you can see. So it can be any campaign really. So I'll just pick some random campaign here. So let's say this is the campaign, right? That I wanted to embed, right? So this is one I showed you as an example, right? So this is when you created it. So this is with HumanBot, like the avatar, the smart avatar, how do you put it into your website, right? So all you got to do then is literally you click on this little button here called get code URL, okay? And then you click on that, boom. And so this is basically the embed code, correct? So this one right here. So all you have to do is just click on this little button which says copy, correct? So all you have to do is just click on that copy button and then it says embed code copied. You see in the bottom, it's done this. So then I have it copied. If you want, copy again, just to be safe if you want to. And then just let's get it out of the way here. And then let's go back to ClickSite. So any page, right? So you can go into roofing specialists, you go to earth sliders, whatever we have here, right? Tasty vegan recipes, right? So if I click on anything, I click on the edit button. Okay, so let me highlight this one more time. So this one right here, okay, edit button, and then you click on that for any website that you created, and then you're gonna click on the edit again, okay? Click on that, so this is gonna open up our editor. And then what you're gonna do is very simple, okay? So what you're gonna do here is you see this little icon which says code here, okay? You're gonna click on that, okay? You're gonna click on this code, and you're just gonna go to the bottom. So you see the toggle. So let me just close this AI assistant for the timing. You see this little toggle thing on the top here. You're gonna just click on that and then just drag it all the way to the bottom, right? And then you see this little div whatever thingy. And then you're just gonna right click and paste that code, whatever it was. Or you can do Control V, Control C, or like if you're using Mac, you're gonna do copy and paste from a Mac, right? It's simple like that. It's gonna show. This is gonna be the code that we paste. Click OK. All right. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna click on the save button to make sure that this project is saved, obviously. And then you're gonna click on the publish as well, so that you know you can preview it in real time if it's done. So I click save, and then I'm gonna click on publish, like so. And in here, you see the status active, inactive. You want to make it active to just so you can see if it's working fine. And then you click save, right? And now it's published. So what's going to happen is you see this, the page will be available at blah, 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 .clickSitesAI. And this is going to be your own domain too, obviously, if you point it to us with your domain name, right? So you just click on this URL here, like so. So this one right here. And then boom, you click on it. And then there we go. The human bot will appear. So any campaign really, this is how you do it. It can be on About Us pages. It can be on any page really that you generate with the AI website, specifically the ClickSitesAI technology, right? Now, the other thing that is really, really powerful is you see here, right? We have all these elements here.
Hey, looks like you
So
are
let
from
me just
Canada.
get this out of the way here. So the other cool thing is we've introduced this really, really cool feature called magic redesign. Okay. So this is something that is only going to improve as well with more websites being built. What we're getting is we're training our AI system to make it even better. So what this does is, see, normally, right? If you click on this select and you click on this AI rewrite, this little pen icon, right? This little pen icon that you see here. If you clicked on that one, what it would have done is it would have basically rewritten the text, right? So it'll rewrite this. So let's just click on that. I'll show you. So it's going to do plant-based delights, homemade vegan recipes. It's going to just rewrite that headline, right? And basically, look at this, vegan culinary adventures, right? Pretty straightforward. Now, if you click on the other option, which I'm going to show you here. So if you click on, if you just select the whole thing, the whole layout that you see there, well, this way, there, all right, basically is that if you select that area, you can also do the AI redesign. What that AI redesign would do is it will change the images as well, right? So like it'll change this image, and this image, correct? So what this new thing will do, okay, let me even show you that. So let's click on the AI, the second one. You see that little palette thing called AI redesign? I'll click on that, right? So what this will do is behind the scenes, what it's doing is it's going to change the images, right? And basically make it somewhat quite unique here. So you can change the text, you can change the images, right? And then basically it's gonna on its own do some thinking, and it's gonna give you another variation of images to play around with. Does that make sense? So what happens is sometimes we generate something and like, I wish the images, the AI could do better. Well, you can manually click on each image and change it with the AI designer, right? AI image generator. But here, with this one button, you can actually have it change the images as well, correct? So that's the other element. So behind the scenes, what it's doing here is it's finding out, okay, so this is about flavorful and versatile. Okay, I'm going to create an image similar to that. Oh, this is about simple and easy to make. I'm going to create an image based on this, and I'm going to create an image on. So it's basically using not just the image information, but it's also using the text on top of it to generate and regenerate the images, basically. Okay, it's the whole system behind the scenes works together. Now, while this is being done, what I wanted to show you is something really, really powerful. Okay, what we've done is the magic here, the last one, right? Is it not only changes the images, it also changes the text, and it also changes the layout style. So, for example, if I go to the preview here, right, I'll show you. So you see here, I have one section here that you see like this, right? And then if I scroll down here, I have another style here, and then another style here. And if you see here, right? So basically it's going to change the entire layout itself. So you're going to have, instead of 3 images, 2 images, but then one on top of each other. Instead of 3 images where they're laid out like this, let's say, for example, right? Like this, like these 3, it's going to lay out them 1, 2, 3 like this. So it's going to change the entire layout, which is going to change the images, the text, and all the other cool things, right? Isn't that powerful? Let me know. Because not only can you embed code like this, like what you see here, with applications like our human bot technology, like let me open this up, I'll get this out of the way here. Pretty cool, right? So you can embed stuff and do all kinds of cool things, but it goes beyond that. See here? See this? Watch this. What I was just showing you earlier. So you have plant-based delights. This was our earlier thing. Now you see this, right? Change the images, more a little bit cartoony, unique to it. So you can pick and choose, and you don't like this older one, you can delete this one, right? You can remove this area. See this? Now this is the one that happens, right? Now the other thing you can do is if you click on the magic redesign, right? Let's click on that. And look on the magic redesign, what it does is it changes the entire layout itself, okay? And this is something what we're doing is that we're picking all the different layouts people are creating with, right? And then what we're doing is that we're letting our AI system fine tune itself behind the scenes. That's what it's doing right now, right? So it takes a little bit of time. And then what it does is it'll change the text, the images, and also the layout itself. So it gives you variations. Right now, the AI system, right? You see this right here? It changes it in certain ways right now, where it keeps some certain elements. What we are doing is that we pick the best layout. So for example, right? If you see here, right? This layout has little bit images that are a little bit smaller. This layout has images that are a little bit bigger. So we're checking every single, like this layout right here, you see this? It has images laid out like this, right? So what we're doing is when you click on this AI Magic Redesign, this little button there, right, the third one, right, what it will do is the entire layout structure changes. The way the text is positioned, the way the font is, the way the images are, and all that. And the way we are doing this, as I said, is our machine learning engineers behind the scenes, what they're doing is they're taking all the information you're feeding it in and it's making the system smarter and smarter. So by the end of about a month, maybe 3 weeks to 1 month, we'll have thousands of your layouts you created, right? So we're gonna work and we're gonna make it better and better. So that way you'll have even more layout choices. Because what you have to understand is we have to also keep in mind the color themes, right? So here, if you see, the branding of this layout was green. So we're keeping that in mind. You're saving that layout. You see this yellow text and then white text. We're keeping that also in mind, so it doesn't remove from the color theming, right? So what we're going to do in the end, in the next coming days and stuff, as our AI system gets more and more data, we're going to train it. So what's going to happen is it's going to create on its own. It's going to think on its own and create layouts like this. You see this? This layout is completely unique, right, to what was up here. If you see this here, this layout is completely unique, right, with the circular images and stuff compared to this. So we're going to basically allow you to, on the fly, in just a button, be able to change as many layouts as possible, so that way you don't have to be focused on just templates and be stuck with inflexible stuff where you're stuck with a specific style, specific layout, specific template. And this is all mobile responsive, obviously, right? So we're doing that behind this. Pretty cool, right? Now, that said, so we are in the final stretch. So as you see here right now, I said in the bottom, closing soon, final chance. So if you go to ClickSitesAI, this is your last chance. So what we're doing is in the next 24 hours, yes, 24 hours, we're going to be completely closing down the ClickSitesAI free trial, and we're going to be raising the price up with our all access, right, package. So what that means is if you go into, let's say here, right? So if you go into ClickSites.ai, right? Let's go to ClickSitesAI/go, this link right here. You're gonna land on a page that looks something like this, right? You see here, 7 hours, this is the next price increase, but in the next 24 hours, so literally 30 hours from now, from when this thing will end, right? Effectively, basically the next 24 hours from when you're watching this mostly, right? What we're gonna do is, if you go into this, when you come down here and you click on this button here, right? You see this, how it comes to this page, the 7-day free trial, and then the full pay, whatever option, right? So this, right? So to be very clear, I'm gonna write it in red. This will be closed permanently. So you're not gonna have ever a chance to buy the 7-day trial option. Even if we ever do it, it's gonna not have this package. It's gonna be like, say, a very watered down, so to speak, package where the people who get that trial will not have unlimited websites. They're not gonna have 500 workspaces. They're not gonna get white label accounts and stuff. It'll be like only websites they can build. Maybe they will only have one custom domain instead of 500, right? So we have to do it that way because we are giving literally at cost or less right now to basically help with the development to make it even better and better. We've already seen the changes, right? So this will be gone. So in about 24 hours, this will be permanently removed. And what we're gonna do is here, this one that you see, right? This right here will do a substantial price increase. And what we are even planning on doing later on is that we're going to be removing this white label 50 accounts. So that plan is to remove this completely, because at the end of the day, we're letting you compete with us where you can sell the application. And the training is coming up on this soon too, by the way, where you can sell the application itself with your branding, your logo and everything as your own, and keep 100% of the profit. Don't pay any royalties to us and everything like that, right? So this is going to be removed as well, along with the price increase in 24 hours from when you're watching this, okay? Depending on later on you watch it, it'll be even less than that. We've done enough reminders as well. So those who got in, congratulations. Those who didn't get in, at the very least, try to get this 7-day trial, right? You got nothing to lose, because once this is gone, it's gone for good. You can't try it again, right? And it's slightly more expensive here. You see here right now, 91, we already raised the price a few times. 91 times 2, $182 compared to 169. And You can still try it out, and you can, use the workspaces, get clients, follow the training that we have for you and all that. It should be That's ridiculously low considering you're gonna get 500 client accounts you can manage. You can, join team members, right? Clients can be added in here too, as well as team accounts if you want to give access to your projects to clients, and also 50 white label accounts, right? You can do all that for that 7-day free trial right now. And those who know, right? Like at the end of the day, just to build the application costs several hundreds of thousands of dollars. Maintaining the customer support, updates, having a development team, all that stuff. You can circumvent all that, meaning, in other words, you don't have to do all that stuff, and you can just sell this right away, even with this free trial, and probably just generate a revenue stream right out of the gate, and then pay for it after you generate a revenue stream, right? You have that option. And also on this front here, this one-time payment of $169 is also going up substantially. I'm not going to tell you the exact amount because some people will be shocked when they see how much we're going to raise it. And on top of that, we're going to remove most likely this white label accounts because we want to give those who got in early the reward of trying something out and, being the early bird, so to speak, right? So basically, just to summarize here real quick, the ClickSitesAI platform, the technology you have with all these bells and whistles, 500 custom domains, 500 workspaces, you can add in 500 different clients together, free SSL certificates for all those, right? You see this for all of them, ability to download, right? The HTML. So meaning sometimes you want to have, let's say you got this platform and say a client says, look, I want it to be in my hosting, download it and you can edit it and do whatever you want. Many times people ask us, hey, look, I want to edit, take these websites. They're so beautiful, like these right here. They're so beautiful looking. Can I just take it and implement it into my own websites and platforms and stuff like that? Let's say I have a funnel builder, I want to use it with whatever. Yeah, you can download the HTML, super easy, smooth, and you can integrate it wherever you want, right? We give you that flexibility. In the future too, a year from now, 2 years from now, like say you want to download it for backup purposes, or maybe you want to move away from our platform to something else. It gives you that flexibility. No other platform does it these days, unfortunately. It's very hard, especially if you think about it, right? It kind of, if there is a subscription plan, you don't have to pay any subscriptions here, right? It's one-time payment. Even on this free trial, it's pretty much one time. After this $192 is, you're never going to be billed again, right? Either way, if you think about it, right? For subscription plan, they will never allow you to download it because the problem is you may cancel the subscription. That's the fear, right? That's with a lot of platforms out there like Wix or like whatever you can think of, right? That's the problem. And they want to lock you in. We don't want to do that. We're going to give you the flexibility. And so every single domain will have its own web hosting. You can connect to us as well as a choice. It's up to you. That's included, right? So meaning these 500 workspaces has that included. These 500 custom domains has hosting included with us. All the stuff is already there, right? And the beauty is, right, there's different revenue streams you can build with it. You can sell it as a service for clients with these 500 workspaces, website design services and stuff. We've trained you on that. You have more training coming up on that. You can use it for your own products and services, digital products, physical products, whatever. You can also sell the application as your own with your own branding and make a profit off of it, and we'll not charge any royalties or anything like that. So imagine, right? And you can even build affiliate websites and all that kind of stuff we've trained you on as well, from ClickBank and other platforms out there. You can do that as well. But all this, okay, will be gone, right? The special delivery deal, once that timer goes. So about 24 hours from now, will be gone. We're going to be removing that free trial completely. So don't come in. So at the very least, right, give this free trial a shot. See for yourself what the hype is all about. It also comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So even if you got billed after that 7 days, that $91, the first payment, even if you did that, right, you can just cancel and get every single penny back, that $91 back as well, before the second one comes 30 days later anyways. So you have nothing to lose, right? Everything to gain at the end of the day, because you're not restricting you on anything, whether you get the free trial or this one, right? So there should be no excuse on your part not to try it out and get it, right? So finally, what I wanted to tell folks here is that there's a lot of updates being made to this platform. So if you see it today, it's going to be infinitely better as time goes on, especially as I mentioned, the magic redesign and some of the features we're adding in, where as more websites are built, right, like this one right here and stuff like that, our AI is basically becoming smarter and smarter because we know what type of websites you're building and what type of pages you're building and stuff. So down the line, we'll have all this data. You just press one button, it's going to be even better going forward, right? Because we have all this information saved. And another thing that we're doing, which is in the checklist right now to do, is you see how here we have, if you click here, you see this save section style design here. So the other planning that we have here is that not only can you on the fly AI can do all the designs, it's getting smarter. When you save the section style, we're planning on it where you can share it with other users and even with you, your own account, right? So what that means, in other words, is you like the design that AI generated and you want to reuse it in the future, you can save this section and redesign it like this, yes, but also you can see what other people have created and you can, we'll put it up in the content block section here, okay? That's the other thing we're working on now. I'm super excited about that feature because that's going to be a huge thing, because now you don't have to, well, AI will do all that heavy lifting, but if you want that little bit of manual touch of somebody who's creative, who did something really cool in their industry, you can share it across as well. That's pretty cool, something that we're excited about. We're doing some testing on that to see how it can work across multiple things, and it's up to you, right? You choose if you want that to work or not, because we want to give you that choice. It should not be automatic, right? So you decide if you want the community to see that, or only for you, only for your own private case, especially because the fact that we're allowing you to download, right? So think of it this way. Since you can go in here at any point in time and download the HTML, that also gives you a huge benefit where you liked something and you wanted to use this and build upon it later on, or some client of yours liked the design of yours and they're like, look, I'll only pay you for the design because it looks awesome. I'll pay you $800 for it or whatever it might be. And then you can just download it and give it to them. And that took you, what, few minutes, right? So it's worth it across the board, right? Pretty exciting stuff. Now, today what we're going to do, right? Ali and I, what we're going to do is, okay, you have this website, right? Whether it's tasty vegan recipes, right? We've shown you as well. The other question was, can we build multi-page websites? Yes, you can do that. We've trained you on already. Watch out in our tutorials page that. So if you go in here, let's go to home. I'll show you, right? In the here, right here, and then the ClickSites application, you see this tutorials tab here. So we've done that as well. So some of the stuff I'm talking about has already been done. You go to tutorials tab here, it'll open up this tutorials page. If you scroll down to the bottom, you see this right here, right? How to build websites, way to monetize your websites. And then there's like build AI websites and trending topics we did. So here we've talked about like how do you build a multi-page website. And also the other thing that a lot of people wanted was, hey, can I integrate HumanBot? Like I just showed you, so easy, right? So easy to integrate HumanBot and other like Facebook Pixel or whatever you want to do, right? Tracking Google Analytics, whatever you want to do, you can so easily put it up. And also similarly, any training we'll be doing, you'll have replays up on it in the tutorials page as well here, like you see this right here. And we have a lot of other cool things planned as well coming up. One important thing is people always ask me this question, and you know, you might have thought about this as well. Well, you know, this AI stuff, right? Like it's so much happening. I'm unable to keep up with it. I just want you to understand, okay? And this is probably the most important thing, and the facts, right? The truth. Nobody wants to tell you. So might as well know it, right? So historically, right, when we were talking about AI before ChatGPT became popular, right, AI was only really good at writing text. That was a fact, okay? You could say, write me an article on blah, 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 and then it would write an article on something, right? And then AI images came into play, right? OpenAI did DALL-E and Stable Diffusion, some other things came into play, Midjourney, right? AI started doing really good images. And then, as you saw with Video Express and Runway ML and some of these platforms that are on Video Express can do, and that version 2.0 is coming up for that one too, right? If you think about it, text to video, right, or image to video, right? That has been the next big thing. And the other one, right, is, as you can see here, spokesperson was another one, right? AI spokesperson videos with human balance stuff that we did, and then AI websites. That means, in other words, there's not much in terms of what AI can do. AI is not building homes, right? At this point in time, AI is not managing your entire business for you, where it'll, you know, do your customer support, and then it will also do chatting with your customers, and also understand and, you know, do the actual work for you. Meaning, in other words, like it's checking your email, then doing a task for you. All that stuff not there yet, okay? In the future, yes, but right now it cannot. Even if you see the technologies Microsoft and some of these other bigger companies are working on, they're just doing basic stuff where like, oh, open up your Word document, open up your Excel spreadsheet, and it'll do some charts for you and stuff, right? So what I mean to say is there's only 4 or 5 things that AI is doing a really, really good job, like a professional job where there's actual value. AI websites is one of them, okay? And as somebody who's in the forefront of the space, right, I want you to understand, at least give it a shot and see for yourself the productivity gains you get from all these websites you can build with right here, ClickSitesAI, right? And when you build these websites, right, it'll give you, oh wow, I didn't know it was this easy, right? Oftentimes, as I always say, right, whether you join in or not, the wave is going to move things, right? Things will happen whether you like it or not, and then if you're too slow or too late to grab onto it, you'll miss out no matter what, right? It's like this. I remember just about 6 years ago or so, transcription services was a big deal, like meaning somebody who do translation, somebody who will be on a live stream like this or watch a video and then translate it and transcribe it into text. People were charging anywhere from $50 to $100 an hour for it. Okay, sometimes even per minute they were charging when it was video, right? Because they had to double check it, proofread it, and all that kind of stuff. What's happening now? All those people are out of business. Only other than politicians, somebody who would do translation services for a politician or something, right? Or presidents and stuff. Other than that, for everyday purposes, that industry is dead. Now, you could be that person saying, hey, look, I hate AI. It took away jobs, or it changed the industry forever. Or you can be the person who will actually ride the wave and accept the fact of what's going to happen anyways, right? And be on the forefront of it and take advantage of it, because whether you like it or not, you could be the person who says typewriter, I'm going to live and die by the typewriter. I'm going to live and die by the fax machine, right? When email is more popular. I'm going to live and die by my bulky desktop computer when a laptop or a mobile device is much more convenient and in mobile, right? You can take it with you wherever. You can live and die by the fact that, hey, I'm going to wire my computer. I'm not going to use Wi-Fi, right? Let's say, for example. Or you can say, look, this is what's happening. I'm going to be positioned to succeed with it, right? Because all the stuff you're teaching, like today, we're going to be talking about how to do traffic generation with AI, right? For AI websites and stuff like that. All that is great, right? But you have to understand that what we are talking about today is something that's going to be commonplace 2 years from now. Meaning every single person right? That could be your coworkers, that could be people in your family, your friends, the next generation of kids, right, who are right now in high school or whatever, they're going to be using tools like what I'm showing you right now to build websites with AI, right? Whether you like it or not. Then what's going to happen is they're going to do it 5 times faster than what you can, or 10 times faster than what they could even today. And then that's going to become commonplace. So the expectation of the market will change. So let's say this website took me 10 minutes to build, right? And multiple pages, maybe another few minutes, maybe 25, 30 minutes tops to build a fully done website, even lesser than that. But I'm just overshooting it, assuming you build it for the first time, right? With no tutorials, none of that stuff. So let's assume that, right? Well, what is going out there is about 3 to 4 weeks to build a website. You can go right now, you can call your local place, go to Google and search website design services in your locality, right? Some agencies doing it. They will say 3 to 4 weeks minimum to build one page, right? Because they got to understand the information, write the text, they need to do brainstorming, all this blah, 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 right? All this stuff. You could do that instead of 3 or 4 weeks in 3 minutes, right? That is what the future is headed. So those people who are still stuck at 3 to 4 weeks, they'll never be able to compete with people who can do in that 3 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever it might be, right? So what AI is doing really well is this kind of stuff right now. And the irony is AI is doing a really good job with code. AI is doing a really good job with images and videos and all these creative things, right? So I want you to understand, and even if you look at it from a more practical standpoint, don't you agree with me that you want to be up to speed with the latest trends, not gimmicks, not something where, oh, okay, it sounds good, but it'll happen 10 years from now, right? But what's existing today. So all the stuff you're teaching you is stuff you can do today, right? Position for the next 2 years, gives you that edge over your competition, right? It's very important. And seeing some questions and comments, we'll get to that in just a second. But does that make sense? Let me know in the chat box so far, right? Because otherwise, right, like all the stuff you're doing for your benefit, all the free training, right? Whether you get this or not, right? I would highly recommend you to get it, because you get a 7-day free trial to at least test drive this thing, see for yourself the magic in action, right? But at the end of the day, you got to understand that we're in a new forefront, right? In a frontier, as we like to call it, right? Where the next generation of people will be forced to use it, right? This type of technology. And so by you doing it right now, right? By you doing it right now, at the end of the day, in 2 years' time, you'll be the top 1%, because at the end of the day, you already did it before anybody else even thought about it, right? That is the game, really. Okay, a lot of people talk about like how did somebody succeed in a business, or like how did they grow, right? They saw a trend before it became commonplace. Some of those trends don't pan out, right? And that's the game, right? Whether you like it or not. So in other words, one of the trends people expected was, if you remember, right, when the mobile device came, people thought there'll be new social media platforms for mobile only, right? Which was the case with Instagram and stuff. That was true. But Facebook also became mobile compatible, right? They built apps for it. Then the same thing happened when the web came. I remember really well when we in early days, right, in 2004, 2005, we used to do ebooks, right? We used to sell ebooks, right? Like just like what websites like these, right? But even much more uglier, we'd sell ebooks because people would download the ebook and get information, right? Then video courses became the next big thing. And I remember when we used to do digital downloads of video courses, right? People would say, well, nobody has fast internet connections, it's not going to work. In just about a year and a half later from when we discussed that, the game changed. Broadband internet came into everybody. Nobody was using dial-ups anymore, dial-up internet connection. And then literally people like me who bet on the fact that, hey, everybody will consume video on the internet. They don't need to buy bulky DVDs and stuff and have it shipped and stuff. Ended up getting that 2-year head start, right? Over everybody else. Same thing is the case here. Okay. If you want to get the edge over everybody else, at least try this stuff out, right? At the end of the day, you'll be ahead of everybody else. And also the other point will be that you'll have a mindset of, okay, I get it now. I'm doing stuff other people are thinking is too complicated, or they're laughing, or they think not taking it too seriously. And then when that wave happens, other people will be just sinking, right? Well, you were already ahead of time because you got the competitive advantage, right? So that's what it. Yeah, this is a totally new skill set, right? This is the truth. Okay, like people always ask this question, right? Like okay, if all connections are removed, right? If all like Paul, like if you didn't have any money, no connections, none of this stuff, right? And you had to build a business from scratch to succeed, how would you do it? And I always say it's what's in here, right, that matters more than what you basically need, like money or fame or whatever. That helps speed up things, but what's in here matters. And what's in here is that you're facing the threat, or if you will, the benefit of AI changing the game forever, right? And you will see a lot of applications on AI and stuff. Some people talk about what will happen 5 years from now. Some are gimmicks and stuff. As I said, text, images, websites, and video, right, are what AI is doing extremely well. In fact, better than human beings can do. Okay, it's a fact. So if that is the case, don't you agree with me that if that is the case today, in about 6 months, a year, 2 years, it's going to be even better by a long shot, right? So that's what I'm trying to drive home the point. Okay, so if you haven't gotten in right now, right, if you haven't gotten in ClickSites, try it out at least to put your feet in the next generation of stuff that's going to happen, whether you like it or not, right? I find it funny that you see all the discussion on the news platforms and all that. They're like, well, AI is taking jobs, right? Do something about it. I don't want to I don't want to miss out where the government is going to regulate stuff or whatever. You can't stop innovation, right? It'll create a new set of jobs, a new set of completely different things that we didn't think about before, right? And that's what's happening right now too. And as I said, what you see right now, like this is all great with AI. You press one button and it just redesigns everything for you, changes the font, changes the layout, everything. That's all great. It's training off of all the websites that's being built in the platform, so it's going to get smarter and smarter with time, right? Well, that's all great. But here's where I want you to keep close attention to. If you want to succeed in this era, right? It's similar to like the mobile phone. As soon as mobile phones introduced, those who did mobile compatible website services, right? There was easy money there for those people. Those who did mobile applications first, they were one of the few people in the App Store, right? Apple App Store or Android Play Store, Google Play Store, whatever. It was supply and demand, right? At the end of the day, and there was more people interested in apps. Very few apps out there. Those which did got the edge, right? Same thing now. If you can understand the speed of iteration and creation of website, you should be building hundreds, if not thousands of these pages. And we're allowing you. You can build unlimited websites, right? Pages and stuff like that, right? As you can see. So if that is the case, what's stopping you, right? At the end of the day, the only thing stopping you is education to understand what's out there. And that's the goal of this here. so that you know, oh, okay, this is how I generate traffic. Oh, okay, this is how I do. Like something as simple as like integrating human bot here to generate capture leads, capture sales out of it. It sounds simple, but this alone could increase the number of people who subscribe to an email list by 5%. For every 100 visitors, that's 5 new people who subscribed to your before, right? Than what was available before. Simple changes, right? This is what we're looking at, and this is how AI will do. And when we did human bot, by the way, just for reference, this person right here, people were laughing at us. Now, since then, for the last couple of years, everybody tried to copy this, right? This model of creating an AI chat agent, which is smart, which actually improves based upon the responses that you give and stuff like that. And now it's commonplace. But when people who implemented the first time, it just blew everybody up, even now for that matter, because 99% of the world doesn't even know there's an intelligent AI system that can immediately respond with voice and hands and stuff, right? So when you're in the forefront of that stuff, understand, right, it will set you apart from everybody else. That's the goal here. So today, we're going to be talking about how to generate traffic, okay? And traffic comes in many ways, right? There's paid traffic, free traffic, fast traffic, slow traffic, long-term traffic, short-term traffic. We'll be talking about some of those elements here, but the goal will be the low-hanging fruit, okay? So all these trainings that we're doing, me and Ali here, what we're doing is low-hanging fruit. What is the fastest way you can do something, simplest way, and quickly get people to your website and generate something? Like let's say you got the first 10 subscribers to an email list. That will give you motivation, right? To actually go keep doing stuff. If you can sell your first website to clients, right? That will motivate you. Now, I'll give you an example, okay? One of the secrets, right, that whenever, about, what was this, about a few years ago, right? Some customer challenged me, just like yours, somebody like this, like, Paul, show me the fastest way that you can actually generate a revenue stream, right? So what I showed that person and they blew them away was we went into basically Fiverr.com and we sold a business, right? So I'll show you here, okay? One of the things, right? So people don't understand this concept, right? So let's say, not Fiverr, sorry, Flipper.com, my bad. All right, so here, Flipper.com, right? In Flipper.com, as you can see here, there's all these websites and stuff. Affiliate sites are available, normal websites are available and stuff like that for you. So like you see here, right? Content websites, like if you click websites here, there's buy here, off market deals, there's some millions of dollars, some few $1,000, whatever, right? What is really the difference here is that the website that generates traffic and some leads and sales sells for 100 times the premium of just a website that actually is basically has no traffic, right? No leads. You're just selling a design at that point, right? So today we're going to be talking to you about that, right? Because see here, you have, websites, you have plugins, you have a YouTube channel that you can sell here and all that stuff. But here, if you see all of these, what's the difference? It's generating some revenue, right? Like look at this one right here, content automotive website. They were selling it for $34,900. It only makes $891 per month in profit. Isn't that crazy, right? This one right here, 28,000 makes about $1,000. So the point I'm making here is if you look at the entire world of billions of people, you just need a few thousand visitors, right, to come on a consistent basis. And you see this here, the monetization, they do affiliate sales, this particular website, right? This one generates basically through AdSense, right? Like you put up ads and it generates money through that because it's a humor site or whatever. And you can keep going and check, right? So what I did is I started from scratch. I built a website, got traffic to it, right, quickly. And then once you get traffic, you can decide, do I send it to affiliate offers, meaning somebody else's products and services and generate a commission, or do I basically sell my own digital products or whatever it might be. But there are a lot of people out there who cannot generate traffic to their websites. There are millions of websites which never got a person to see them, right? So just that one value add of generating some traffic to it, some leads to it, it'll put it in the top 0.1% of websites out there, right? That means when you're in here, you're one among maybe a few thousand in the entire world, right? Not like here, you see this, even on flipper.com, there's only like for sale, what is it? Only 4,000 websites out of millions of websites, as you can imagine, right? That are listed right now that you can buy. That is what happens when you understand the power of traffic. So we're going to show you that today, step by step, so that you understand the power of it to set you apart from everybody, okay? All right, so Ali, you ready? So let's jump in. I'll share your screen as well. And if any questions are there, we'll answer them as well today, okay? Oh, you're muted, yeah.
Yep. Welcome everybody. I think that was a good segue because that was quite juicy. I think Paul's just literally teased everybody with that Flipper site. So I think this links in for those that missed the training yesterday. We kind of looked at when it came to Google Ads and monetization, banner ads, and things like that. So that's very relevant, and I'm pretty sure at some point we'll have another look at that. That's another key way. Say, for example, I think that's actually a very good strategy that you could actually look at Flipper and look at the keywords or the sites that are getting built and what's stopping you from modeling those sites that are built, right, in those different industries. And then, especially what we're going to go through now in terms of traffic generation, then you could build up those sites to become an authority where they're generating a certain amount of revenue, and then you could go back onto Flipper and you could actually sell that. And just remember, they're just one site at a time. You can create 10, 20 sites per day at a minimum. Just trying to be conservative. So like I mentioned, just it's like Monopoly. You just keep creating that real estate, pushing it out there, and then when people land, you're just building up that credibility of the site, creates the authority. You get the viewers, the eyeballs, the traffic on there. Whether people are buying it doesn't matter. If you're running those ads, Google ads that you can sign up for free with the banner space people are clicking, you're generating an income. Okay, and then you can have those third-party companies out there that just want to come and purchase that site because it's got that authority, it's got a relevant, congruent audience to what they have to offer. Okay, so anyway, let's jump straight into this. So we're going to be looking at today on this specific session ways to get traffic to your AI website. Why this is important, I think everybody's asking, everybody has been asking, and that's the key thing. Look, they say build it and they will come. And sometimes it just doesn't work like that. So you have to do some methods in order to get people, individual, or your leads, or your audience to actually come to your website. How can you do that? So the main way right now is we want to show you way and demonstrate ways you can do this completely free. We don't want you spending money. We don't need to spend money at this stage. Right now, it's the case of building your sites, understanding how to build them, getting them out there, and you can actually build those sites and get traffic organically. Okay, that's one of the key things. Yeah, for those that are more advanced later on, you can look at strategies of paid advertisement. But right now, we want to look at the organic free methods. Okay, so you can actually start using organic free methods to start generating revenue. And the moment you start making that revenue, you can then reinvest in ads and you can accelerate that growth and that revenue if that's what you want to do. So 4 specific topics we're going to kind of look at today. Not kind of, this is what we are going to look at. So cold reach strategy. And then from topic 2 onwards, topic 3, 2, 3, and 4 are going to be solely focused on that traffic generation area. The only reason I want to cover the cold reach strategy is something that was in demand and everybody wanted essentially for us to go over it again. And I think that's going to be one key thing because it will then link back into topic 2, 3, and 4. Okay, does that sound good, everyone? I know everyone's busy, so I don't want to talk forever. I just want to get to the meat of it and make sure that everybody's with me. Okay, so cold reach strategy. This is something we kind of went. We did go over this the other day, but we went more in depth today. I'm going to try to keep this nice and short. However, if you want to go and watch that complete in-depth training again, make sure you go to tutorials page. You'll see this page has been updated. And also, just a key thing, if you haven't already, if you're coming from YouTube, great, fantastic. But when you come and you have access to ClickSitesAI, make sure with the price increase tomorrow, you don't lose that free trial. I would urge you to go get access to that now so you can actually follow along with this training also and not be left behind. So those who already have access already, when you're in the tutorial section, we've got a couple of new buttons if you're not a part of it already. We've got the meta group, so the thriving community of over 50,000 people. Make sure you actually go join that group because there's so much private content giveaways, a lot of information, strategies that get revealed in there that doesn't get revealed anywhere else. That's key. And then obviously with YouTube, make sure you subscribe. Okay, so there's good reminders just to make sure that you actually go do that so you don't miss out. As you scroll down, as Paul demonstrated earlier on, we have those trainings there. So watch them at your own pace, get familiar, stop, and then take notes and actually implement it. And you will see there'll be even more training that will be there. So I just want to quickly cover that. Now, coming back, let's start with cold reach strategy. So cold reach strategy is going to be something where we can now use in conjunction with ClickSitesAI is actually finding those local businesses and approach them or find them online, whether virtually you contact them online. How can you do that? And also, we would also suggest go that one step further and find local businesses essentially that are going to be in your local area, maybe your town, your city, whatever it may be, because that will actually increase your conversion rate, or you actually acquiring a contract from a business. Because if you're meeting them, everybody else is sending emails, but the moment that you actually meet somebody and you meet them face to face and you shake their hand and you go through it, take your laptop, then it does change the relationship that you're going to have with that client, okay, or with that prospect, because they actually know, yes, this is a person, I've met them, and you can actually demonstrate that. So let's have a quick look at how you can find some of those businesses. Okay. So first of all, topic number one, cold reach strategy. Some of the pages we're going to look at, let's just say Craigslist, Yelp, and Yellow Pages. There are so many more pages. It's unbelievable. And I've got this little graphic here, something you could simply do. Just go into Google and type in ways to find local businesses, and it'll actually give you different methods and different sources across the internet that will actually help you find those local businesses. I mean, it is so stupidly simple, right? Even your pet dog could probably do this, right? So all we have to do is about being resourceful. Yeah. We have to understand that we have this technology of Google and all these other platforms available to us. It's how we actually use it. The same with ClickSitesAI. It's so advanced with the artificial intelligence capabilities. You have to be specific on what you're asking it for you to create. And like Paul mentioned, with the models and the learning that it has in the background, the more you're creating these sites, it's actually enhancing, understanding exactly what you want, and you'll create more of it, if not better. Okay, we'll start off with that. Now, let's just go to Google now. So say, for example, if we had Reed now, okay, Reed is in the group, he's very active, and he loves ClickSitesAI. So Reed's like, you know what? I need to find the local, let's say somebody that does wood. Is that a good way? Some wood decking or something like that, wood related. Let's say woodworking, right? So, if you want to get different, maybe you have your roof that's wood decking and things like that. Anything wood related as a handyman. Let's go and do woodworking, okay? So woodworking, there you can see is a bit of a breakdown. Woodworking is skill of making items through wood. Fine, okay. Woodworking, handyman. Let's say woodworking services. In New York, okay. And what I want to draw your attention to in the search bar, can you see this? This is something I really want to highlight. Sometimes don't completely write the term and then press enter. What is going to happen? Just like yesterday's training when we looked at trends, we looked at using the Google Planner tool and things like that. The keywords are important because when you actually type, Google will actually give you some of the top search suggestions in there that will actually help you to kind of locate something a bit more specific. So, for example, woodworking services in, let's say, New York. Okay, and then I can define, look, New Zealand, New Malden, New York, New Jersey, so on and so forth. So we can actually rinse and repeat the same method. And if not something better, it can actually give us maybe some areas we never even thought of. Okay, so let's go for New York. And straight away, we've got a number of different woodworking companies here. Let's select more businesses. And this method, as simple as it may be, all it's going to take from us is just to be a little bit proactive. We just need to go through the list that is available to us. And we can see some of them, yes, they will have websites, as some of them may not have websites. Like this one doesn't appear to have a website that's connected. However, we can go in there, we can obtain their name, their address and contact information where we can actually reach out. However, let's go to this one that doesn't have a website. They may have a website, they may not have a website. However, on this occasion, you can see Willstone, New York City, custom woodworking, and you can see we have some information here. Okay, so the telephone number, which is great, we can use this, and we've got an address there also. So we've got two pieces of information there that we can use in order to reach out to this individual. Why would we do that? Because we can easily go and create a website based on woodworking using ClickSitesAI. I can actually, I'll do that in a moment, but I can demonstrate that we can actually get the website built already. And then when we contact them, we can say, look, I've been on Google. I help clients like yourself to actually get visibility on Google or build your websites to make sure you get more clients and leads, etc., etc. Okay, so you're already armed with a website that's created. You could create with a couple of minutes. You could take the information, like their address, their name, and then you can go add that into your ClickSites AI website. Put it in the footer. If they've got a logo, whatever it may be, you can actually go get the information. And they've got the reviews. You can go to the review sections that are created in the templates. You add that into that website, and you are good to go. Is everyone following me? How simple this is? So I'm not going to go too depth into it. There is a complete training, but this will segue into the traffic area. But this is another way how you can then generate sites. So let's say we can clearly, okay, so this is a good angle at looking at this, right? So we know there are services that are offering woodworking, okay? So let's get rid of New York. Let's forget about all of this stuff. So woodworking, right? Services. Now, what we know from this is that is a clear demand of people that are looking for woodworking services. Okay. And if we kind of pivot the aspect of going to reach out to these individuals in order to create their websites or looking for local businesses, fine. Yes, we can do that. But think about it from the other angle, meaning imagine I flip the intention now. So what that means is, without complicating, is I understand there's a demand for woodworking out there. So just like yesterday, as mentioned, now imagine I go create a website that's just maybe a specific or generic broad website around woodworking services. Now, what that means is that I can now have multiple sites that are competing for the term woodworking. So now I'm generating traffic. Okay. Now I can have all these multiple websites that are, I can track with the date and I can see how many people are coming, right? I'm generating traffic to these sites that are around woodworking. Now, there's nothing stopping me now from connecting or contacting these individuals that we have here and say, I run sites. I've got multiple websites that is ranking high, that is around woodworking. Is this something you would like to get involved with? So what do I mean by that? So if you're generating traffic now to your sites, you've got multiple, you've got 20, 30, 50 sites around woodworking and you're generating traffic on those pages. There's nothing stopping you now because you've got traffic coming to your web pages, right? Because once they're set up, you can actually have them with the SEO tools, and we are going to look at other aspects, how to optimize them to get them more in the search engines. Now you can actually offer these companies either ad space, or you can allow them to be keyword related websites. So you can have these little mini websites that are linked to their more specific company. So just imagine you have the head, right? The head of the snake, right? So to speak, their main website. And then you've got let's call it a tree. You've got the main head of the tree, and then you've got all these branches that are going to all of your sites. Because all those sites essentially are generating traffic, and they all filter and flow just like a river to the sea, the ocean, and the ocean being their main company. Or you could imagine it as a company, a shop, and around that shop, you have all these multiple doors that all enter into the same shop. And all those different doors are essentially the sites that you've built that are generating traffic. Okay, you're getting footfall through those websites. You're just redirecting them, but you're now contacting these companies, or you're doing AdSense, banner space, and third-party companies that are going to be willing to pay you for your websites. Or if they're generating an amount of traffic and they actually you've got that data and information, just like Paul mentioned, we have those sites like Flipper, we can actually go and sell them. So we've got a multiple number of different angles. But does everyone understand the gist of it? Do you understand the power of doing this? So we can actually do it the opposite way, where let's go and have a look at another one, actually. Let's say, let's go ahead and let's say weight loss in New York. Okay. And you can see, look, there's so many different companies here that are there. Look, got this one here. I guess let's have a look. Do they have a website? I simply select it. And very easily, they've got missing information. They may have a website. They may not have a website. They may be an individual. However, we've got their contact details. We've got a telephone number, I would imagine. Here we go. We've got a telephone number where we can actually reach out and contact them, and we can build that website based on that. And the other way of looking at it is that, yes, we see there's a niche here. There's an industry of weight loss. Now, what's stopping us from actually creating a website or multiple websites specifically around weight loss? But we would suggest, because weight loss is such a big, broad term, try to drill it down. So say, for example, if you wanted to do weight loss, it would just be like weight loss after pregnancy. Okay. Now, what it is, can you see in terms of the keyword, we're now creating like a long-term keyword. So it's just more we're trying to drill down and be specific about who we're trying to target in the keyword. So weight loss after pregnancy. But one thing I want you to remember, I don't want to go off topic here. Now, even after pregnancy, you can then assign maybe gender, religion, maybe location. So, for Jewish women, Christian women, Muslim women. So we can change all these variables, and then we can create, we can actually go and create these sites around micro niches. And then you can also, vice versa, you can find maybe these companies that are out there that only specifically target a certain demographic, whether by race, religion, or whatever it may be, because it does happen. Okay. So you can do this for any kind of permutation when it comes to the keyword. So I don't want to go too much in it, but you understand the broad sense of doing it. We can use these different sites. So let's have a look at another one. Okay. So this is one way of doing it. We can keep it very simple. This is Google. I would take this information. Let's just say I had this information of the diet by Cambridge weight loss consultant, the 1-by-1 diet weight plan consultant. Okay. I could go ahead. Let's go back into ClickSitesAI, and I simply go in here. So this is going to be diet related and make it for the consultant. And I'll show you as an example how quickly and effectively we can actually do this on the fly, because they obviously don't have a website. This is something that they need, because by not having a website, sometimes people don't get the information. They can't see what products you have to offer. They can't even see where you're located. And more importantly, they can't get in touch with you, have a call with you, see testimonials, so on and so forth. So let's go for weight loss. Okay. Enter. Company name. Let's go for, what did she call it? Let's just, I guess that's her name. Maybe it's a company, but let's just call it the weight loss doctor. Okay, the weight loss doctor. And what we want to do in terms of the topic, let's go and paste that. So this one was the 1-by-1 diet by Cambridge weight loss consultant. Sonia. Okay, let me just put her name there. And obviously we've got over 40 languages we can choose from depending where we want. You can see a whole array of different languages for different countries, but for this purposes, let's stick with English. And next it will give us that outline. So very quickly, you can see how AI is going to be working with us and doing this very, very quickly. So weight loss, discover the 1-1 diet. Okay, book a 1-to-1 call with Sonia now. Book our weight loss service. Okay, so I'm actually adding things to here. Buy our diet ebook now. Okay, and I can rephrase it, but I can take things away, I can add things, it doesn't matter. But I want to show you how quick ideally we can actually do this. So I go next, and what we do is now going to start creating and doing all the amazing stuff behind the background. And in that time, what I'm going to do, I'm simply going to have a quick little look. Have we got any others? And let's have a quick look at some of the reviews. So some of these things I can come and I can take that information, etc., etc. Let's go and have a look at another one. So just remember that, Sonia, while that page is getting built out, we've got another one here. Look, okay, we've got a website there. Let's have a quick look. So we can actually go check what their websites are going to look. And another question somebody asked, can you go and copy? You know, some people want to copy the websites. And one thing that we urge, do not go out there and copy somebody's website. You don't need to. However, there's nothing stopping you from modeling. So what that means is you don't need to copy. We've got AI. We can actually create unique content, pages, images, text, all that amazing stuff on the page. However, if we see a particular website we like, you know, some of these high-ranking websites, and we see the layout, and we can see the sections and the design, there's nothing stopping us from going and modeling that particular website. We don't need to copy, but we can model the sections or the layout, and we can use our AI to create the text for us and be specific, because we know, hey, they've invested a lot of money and we can create something similar, if not better. Okay, so this website here, we don't need to go do because it looks very nice already. So let's go back, and then we can go to, let's go to the next one. And some of them just want to get a quick website done by someone. I mean, look at this. Now, you tell me, you can see straight away, this is just a basic website, very ugly, very old school, and it needs our help. It needs your help. This person needs your help. Why? Why do they need the help? By having a website that is not fit for purpose. I mean, yes, you could use it. There may be some functionality, but nowadays, unfortunately, you have to stay up with the trends. You have to have a complete, up-to-date website, something that's beautiful to look at, something that grabs your attention. And unfortunately, this looks like a very old, outdated website. However, as you're watching this, you have access to ClickSitesAI. There's nothing stopping you from actually then servicing this client because they need your help. Believe it or not, they need your help. Okay, it's for you to now take that step forward and actually go and secure their business. So this is Sonia's site. We're going to go create. Let's choose a nice theme. Let's go for a pinkish theme here. Okay. And straight away we can see it's going to build Sonia. I mean, that's obviously not her. However, it's put a female picture there. It may even be her. Okay. So straight away you can see the website is now getting built for the 1-to-1 direct plan. So you can see how very quickly we can actually do all of this good stuff when it comes to creating websites. And remember, create as many websites as you want around this. It is such a fast method of website creation. And if I go straight away, let's just go into edit and let's have a quick look. Let's see what are we working with. Okay, amazing. Straight away, you can see it is already saying the weight loss doctor. Got the name there. We've got different sections here. And if you recall, I actually added components. Look, book a 1-to-1 call with Sonia. I could simply come here if I want to this section. And let's say I've got HTML code there. I can put the booking link. Maybe I've got an opt-in, but ideally it would be a booking link where Sonia may want to have a discovery call with the client. That's something I can embed in that. Okay, that's one thing I can do. And then secondly, book our weight loss service. I can have a contact number in there, buy our ebook. I can have a graphic there. I can create a layer, go to the content block. As an example, let's go to photos. Let's see something that might be relevant. Actually, if I go to products, that would be great, especially if you're doing e-commerce related products. This one is going to be an ebook. So I want, let's just say here where our ebook, it's got 2 sections here. So what I could do, depending if I've got 1 ebook or 2 ebooks, there's nothing stopping me just going, let's just go for this one. I come here and just like that, wham, that image, I could come here. Let's say, for example, I go to the assistant, go to the image here, create an image of a book that is offering a diet plan. Okay, I go send. I don't, I've got another option. I can go to the AI generate and write this out, type this out, use the more advanced feature. But the AI assistant, if not, it will essentially do the same thing. But I want to save my time. Straight away, it's got a graphic of the book there, and the same goes towards all of this content as well. I can just go here, edit, select text. Can you update this text here within this container that is more congruent with diet and weight loss? Okay, go send. And ideally, we want the AI to do all the work for us. You can see this, look, healthy eating guide, comprehensive guide, poverty. Can you see, look, honestly, hand on heart, do you see how rapid this out, how easy this is? I mean, I'm literally on the call and you're seeing this real time. I'm not going clicking buttons, opening this toggle, going to that toggle. I'm just narrating what I want. And straight away, just like that, it's doing it for me. I mean, you can't get easier than that. I mean, it's making things too easy where people are thinking it can't be that easy. Yes, it can be that easy, but it's about you, meaning you just have to, it's up to the inputs that you give. You can get far more superior change in there. And if I want, like Paul showed you, coming back to these functions, remember the AI rewrite will just specifically focus, the artificial intelligence capabilities will just focus on the content, the written content of the section. It's not going to change anything else because you've only gone for the rewrite. Now, however, the redesign is just going to focus on the images. And then you have the magic redesign that will focus on both the content and the imagery, okay? So you've got a new fusion of both. So let's go ahead and let's see what it's going to create. Now, remember, depending on how big the section is, it may take a little bit more time, right? However, having said that, what is an extra couple of 5 seconds or 10 seconds or 30 seconds? It doesn't matter. The time we're saving and the transformation, like now Sonny doesn't have a website, or maybe the other person, the individual that we saw, where's their website gone? Say they, the lean body team, whatever it may be, an ugly work. Again, it's subjective, but I don't want to be mean. But yes, it is an ugly website. If you came to it, you think it's very old, very outdated. It clearly needs an update. And all these sections we can add, we can update it. We can actually, improve it, and we can actually upgrade the website. So it's mobile responsive. It's going to be responsive across all different devices. It's going to incorporate, free session. We can add all these elements into our menu. We can have all these additional pages. We can link them. And then we can go and contact this individual and say, look, we've got something to go. Okay, so check this out now. So now you can see, here's the original, buy our ebook, okay? And now you can see it's completely updated the imagery and even the content. And look at this. Check this out. Look at the ebook with the phone. Now you tell me what is a, like. I don't even know what to say. It's not only created the ebook, but it's also created an imagery of a mobile phone device that essentially has the ebook also on there. Yeah. So I can come now, if I can come to this section, there's nothing stopping me from changing the background image. I can make it a little bit more, a bit more premium looking. I come to the text and I update all of this. Same thing with this. I can actually update the text, or I can keep as is. So we're adding to it. Now, if I come to this section or this section, I can, add probably a border, whatever it may be, but you get the gist of it. If I want to rearrange things, I can do things to make it a little bit more, congruent. So I come back here, let's change the background color, whatever color I want. There's nothing stopping me from doing that. Remember, I have to change it back to dark. And there you go. Anything here on the page, I can come to the font settings and I can actually change around. Now, if I just don't want to do that particular text, I just come to typography. I can either specify if I want that entire page done or just a section. Okay. And just like that, you'll see it'll actually adjust the entire page for me depending on what I'm looking for. Okay. And here's another key thing. I think this is something that I really want to stress because I guess, can you add a WhatsApp call on the website? Yes, you can. Just imagine I come here now and then we'll jump straight back. So I come to the basic, I come to nav bar. If I go to the navigation bar, here you got, this is always a cool way because everyone does ask. I come here and I just add something there. Go to the menu builder. Let's create a very quick one. I call it WhatsApp. And then I go to the icon. Let's find a little telephone. And then in there, I get my telephone for the WhatsApp number or business number or Skype, whatever it may be. Simply select add. Okay. And can you see there now? I have the little telephone icon and it's good to go. So very, very simple. So there's so much functionality. Now, this is the key thing here I want to show you. And then we're going to go on to the next section of the training around this because I don't want to spend too much time. There's a much longer training around it. And I'll go into the traffic element of this. However, is everyone ready for this? If you go to the little cog here, can you see that here? If I go to that section, check this out. GDPR, for those that really want to know, okay, especially when it comes to compliance around your pages, we have a brand new feature that's been added just to make sure that you can actually make your pages compliant and there's no kind of issues whatsoever. Now, who's excited that we've got that? Those that are excited will be excited, but all I do is simply come to enable GDPR and select update GDPR settings. You can see there's the information on there. And once that's done, just make sure that it's saved. And what we want to do, if you simply go to the live page of this, I go to publish. Once that's updated and saved, and then we can actually see how that would appear. And this is another key thing, everybody, in terms of status. Say, for example, Sonia now built her website and she's agreed to make 3-part payments to me. She's made 2 payments, but the last one she's not paying and she doesn't want to pay. What can I do? Because obviously I've got access to her page. It's hosted on my account. What can I do? So if she's being naughty and she's not fulfilling her contractual obligations, I can simply come here to the status and I can select inactive. Then now the site is no longer available to her and it's no longer active until the payment is made. So this gives you some level of security that you are in control of the page and the activity of it. So you can enable or disable. Okay. But for this, let's keep it active. I go here. Let's go and select. And can you see this right now? Bottom of the page, you won't be able to see this. If I do full mode, let's get rid of this banner. Can you see that, everybody, now? We have the section there. Let's go. Can you see that little section there? It says we use cookies and similar technology except on the client. You must see this 100 times on different websites. Okay, you probably see this all the time. Somebody can come and let's go and accept. And that's it. So this is a really important upgrade that was added. Many of you wanted that as well, just to make sure things are compliant. So it is something I wanted to make sure we cover. So coming back now, you can see. Look at the page. Look how amazing it looks. Our works, get in touch. Such a clean, beautiful page, and we haven't even made no edits right now. And you can see this in the new section. We've got the 2 sections. I can see which one I like, and I can actually update or remove, etc., etc. So next, let's have a quick look before we go on to topic number 2. So another website you've probably seen was Craigslist. This was another great place for you to come. So Craigslist, just remember, when you come to it, you've got all these different cities, or you can actually change worldwide, United States, etc., etc. You can actually define where you're looking for. So if I came to services here, I can look for, maybe I'm looking for skilled tradesman or something like that. I would come to skilled trade. Okay. And then clearly I can also build websites based on these categories. Okay. That's another way of getting traffic. Just think of it the other way around, that these are other good keywords that I can build websites around those particular keywords. So another way, let's just go to full construction handyman. Let's see, does he have a website? If he doesn't have a website, that's again the same thing. We can come back to ClickSitesAI. We can take that information, we can build out the site, and then we can contact this gentleman here. So he's saying, look, just give me a call or a text. And I guess our page name is this. So it doesn't give too much away. But if I went and Google this, let's have a look, Ferguson. And you can see here, that's his Facebook. I go and I reach out. So be very proactive in how you're finding them. Take that time, and you can find who you need to find by just taking some basic steps. Coming back, let's have another look. Let's quickly look at licensed electrician. So these are, these are just, I'm just giving you examples. You don't need to focus on these alone. There's so many different examples, but you can see, look, call me today. There's no mention of a website. You can see just a graphic and a telephone number. And I would just take this information, like, licensed electrician. And let's see, I can see the area, the vicinity is. So I can now go back to ClickSitesAI. I can actually now create a website, and I can say, be in the topic, create, licensed electrician in this particular area. So you can see within the map is Highland Street. And I could obviously go in there and I can get further information exactly or specifically where that is. And check this out. He just posted this 2 hours ago. So it's fresh. It's fresh, brand new post where he's looking to offer these services, and I can go and create it. So that's in Boston, right? Next, we also have, let's have a look. Okay, we looked at that one. Great. And we have another site. You probably saw Yelp. Okay. Yelp is another good site. And remember, there's so many other variations of these sites that you can find, all alternatives. It's just simply up for you to go. And remember, we originally looked at woodworking, whether it's woodworking, beauty, chiropractors, doctors, dentists, plumber, electrician. Maybe you're looking for a veterinarian. Maybe you're looking for someone that's more specialist. Maybe, in the automotive industry, a mechanic. There's so many different trades that you can choose from. But for this, let's go for woodworking. And you can see there's all these different individuals here that offer obviously their services, some with one review. Let's have a look. Let's see, does he have any kind of website? Again, it's the same thing. I can see that there's some limited information. Let's see. Yeah. Request information. He's got a website. Let's have a look. Is it any good? It's going to now redirect. And yeah, not secure. Probably a dead website. Okay. So now remember, by using ClickSitesAI, we can actually go in and create these pages, and creating these pages in these industries of woodworking or whatever it is, whatever the industry that these are individuals in, by you doing the research and finding these local clients. Number one, yes, we can go and we can find these clients, find their information, contact them, and actually create the pages before contact them, and then fulfill them a service. Number one. Or alternatively, we can create websites now based on that industry, all those niches that they're in, and we can actually build them. Essentially, we can generate ads to those sites, by embedding our, Google ads and other banners or whatever it may be, to build them up in authority and get them optimized, essentially. And then we can actually offer them marketing space on those websites. Does that make sense, everyone? Or we can have those websites that essentially we can recreate or remodel the information that it redirects them to their services. So our website essentially is a bridge towards their company, because we have the authority. We're kind of ranking highly for that particular search term of woodworking or health and fitness, or dieting or keto, whatever it may be. Right? Is everyone following? Does that make sense? Okay, so this is a quick question. So could we create a website from in that industry and say I can build this site for you, personalized for you? So I would say, imagine now the shock. Just before we move on to the second topic. Now, imagine the shock if I went and created a website already for a client that hasn't got a website, or a very outdated client. And when I approach him, I already have a site created with his information or similar to what he's looking for. And I put limited information in there, whatever he's got available. Now, wouldn't I be more inclined to pay attention? Because, wow, there's actually a site. It's got my business name in it. It's got my information. It's got everything done. I don't need to visualize some blank template, because when someone approaches and says, I can make a website for you, I can get that done for you, etc., etc. Look at the difference. You would pay more attention to someone that's approaching you, that's giving you a link. Imagine now you want to contact someone, you send them a link and say, look, right, beforehand, before you schedule a call or you get on a call, you send them the link, they're opening, they go, what is this? Wow, they've already done me a website. I'm going to be more inclined now to pay attention because you've already done the site for it. I can actually see it. And then, in the section of the email, you can say, look, let's get on a call. I'm more than happy to personalize and actually edit and tailor make and improve the website depending on the information that you give me. There's nothing stopping you from doing that. Right? But the other key thing is about rapidly. Now, you have to understand people value time over money, if that makes sense, and vice versa. So by you saying I'm doing it quickly sometimes, they may think, well, if it's taking you 10 seconds, why should I be paying you $300? Why should I be paying you $500? Does that make sense? It's that analogy of, imagine there's a leak or there's a fault on a ship, right? There's a ship and it's leaking. There's some dodgy pipe or whatever it may be. Now 10 plumbers come in, okay? And they all charge whatever. None of them can fix it. One plumber, he comes in and he says, look, whether it takes me a minute or it takes me 10 hours, I'm still going to charge you the same amount of money. Why? Because it's that level of expertise, isn't it? However, some people will have that perception because it was so quick for you to do. Like you go to a mechanic and you got a broken bulb, right? They will think, no, you should be charging because it took you 1 second, right? It took you 5 minutes. But unfortunately, they don't know that you have the knowledge, you've spent the time. It's that experience that you've required of putting it together. So sometimes you don't want to say too quick, but you can say, within a time frame, 48 hours, I can get that done, or within 7 days. So it's up to you, because the more clients you have, now you have to manage your timeline. Unless you're building a team and you've got staff, then fine. But we have to be smart about what's acceptable. And most people will be happy if it can take you a couple of days, maybe 5 days, depending on how many clients you've got. It's about you and your management. But yes, you can get this stuff done very, very quickly. So it's quite an in-depth topic, but hopefully that answers your question. Now, so yeah, there's a number of sites there. Remember, you can go to many other sites and you can do more research. If you're looking for clients, local business, simply go to ways to find local businesses. And alternatively, if you go to the tutorials, as we go even more in depth around this particular subject itself. So next, I think this is where things get more interesting. Let's look at topic number 2. So YouTube exposure. So why I would say this is important for every single one of you is that there are 2 ways of looking at this when it comes to YouTube. Some of you may think, I've never used YouTube, but I wouldn't even consider it. Then you're missing a huge portion of free traffic. But some of you may be reluctant because you're thinking, you know what? I don't want to get on video. I don't want to show my face. Maybe this is a side hustle. Maybe this is something you're doing just on the side. And I say that's fine. You do not have to be on video. So with YouTube, remember, if you have any alternative softwares from Paul, you can actually use faceless videos, okay? Whether it's, Avatar Builder or Sketch Genius or whatever it may be, Video Express, I'm pretty sure you can create faceless videos that you use. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go let's go over now to YouTube and let's do some research. I want to show you how you can do this very, very easily. So let's go ahead. Let me bring this over here. So here you have YouTube, okay? Now, I want you to understand YouTube is going to be very, very powerful. Why? Because YouTube, believe it or not, is owned by Google, for those that don't know. I mean, they get billions of views. So the way YouTube would work is, I want you to imagine, not only do Google own YouTube and vice versa, but when people are creating content on YouTube, I want you to imagine when you create that piece of content here on YouTube, you can take that piece of content on video and you can now connect it to your website. You can place it onto your website as a video. Okay, you can connect it. Now, what's going to happen? They're going to communicate to one another. And now, essentially, we're taking people from YouTube and we're connecting them onto your website and we're creating traffic. We're getting free traffic, essentially. We're redirecting them. And I'll show you another way, not only from the video, because it's something called backlinking is number 1, but from the video that they're going to view, in the description field, we can actually place our URL for our website. And I know many of you, when you've gone to a YouTube video and you've watched a video, maybe a tutorial, maybe educational, maybe you're buying an application, maybe a product, whatever it may be. In the description field, typically you will have, hey, if you've enjoyed this, you've enjoyed my review, etc., head over to the description field and you can actually get access to the product, enter name, whatever it may be. So you can redirect using the description field. And that alone, even the description field having your URL will actually help backlink to your website. And what does this all mean? What's the point of doing this? Because it will help you with your search engine optimization. Number one, it'll help optimize your page, make it sure that it's getting pushed into Google and the search engines. Okay, in terms of the algorithm, number one, and also it's going to get you free traffic. You have to understand. Do not underestimate the power of YouTube when it comes to traffic. People are on here just creating videos, giving away free content. Why? Ask yourself why. Why are people giving tutorials? Now, let's say, for example, when we went to, let's say, if you remember yesterday's training, we went through Marketplace. Now, you can go watch this as well on the yesterday's training. Okay. Let's say we went to the Marketplace and we saw so many different products. Okay, so let's just take the very first one. You saw Java Burn. This is relating to, some kind of dietary supplement now. Okay, this was a dietary supplement around coffee, etc., etc. I'll simply come here. Let's take the name Java, and I come here to the search engine. I'm not going to write anything else. Let's see. If I go Java, can you see the drop down? People are already creating content around this that I found. So I should be a little bit proactive here and say, you know what, let me have a look. So I go to the search term and I see what are people creating. So I go to the filter. And what I can do with the filters, I can see what are the high ranking videos with the most views, because that's going to be important. It's going to allow me to narrow down which ones are the best. And you can see here, look, you got Doctor. He's created a review. And what we want to do, let's have a look. If we click on the Doctor, he's made a video about this product that we can see here in ClickBank itself. So the product is here now. Let's have a look. So I'll just show you as a demonstration. You can see here's the product here. So he's made a video based on that product. Now with this product, you can see the Doctor, etc., etc. So, and he's given the description, looking for ways to boost your coffee, etc., etc. Let's have a look. If we go down, we are looking for, he's got 68 comments. Let's go back actually. This video's got 26,000 views. So this is what we would call traffic. We've got eyeballs on his video. Now, with his video, in his description field, you can see he's got information. He's even got a breakdown. This is great stuff because this helps with the SEO, the ranking of the site on the video as well. And check this out. He's got alternatives now. So not only is he recommending it, but he's given alternatives. And guess what these all are? These are paid products. He's an affiliate. He's an affiliate that he's actually connected to Amazon, and he's actually leveraging Java Burn, the name, like we mentioned yesterday. So he's creating content on Java Burn, but then when the viewers are coming now to his video and in the description field, he's redirecting them to other products instead. So he's leveraging, right? He's piggybacking off this product itself. Now, let me go for this one. Let's say, look, for more information about this topic, let's go ahead and select. Let's see what has he created a website? What is it that he's created about it? And let's have a look. So he's got a website. Check that out. Funny that, isn't it? So do you understand? This gentleman here now, this doctor, he's created a website where he's actually just doing a review of Java Burn. And if I scroll down, he's just going through the information, etc., etc. And then ultimately, you will see he's just going to recommend them elsewhere. And these, let's have a look. Top alternatives. What is he going to do? Let's go have a look. Where is he redirecting them? To Amazon. And I'm pretty sure he'll be on the Amazon affiliate program. Does that make sense, everybody? So he has a model here where he's essentially grabbing the traffic from this industry or this particular product in ClickBank, and he's redirecting those people that are watching to other multiple different paid products as an affiliate, an Amazon partner. So if I want, I can do exactly the same. I can go make videos around products. I can go into ClickBank, whatever it may be, and I can create content now based on products that may be there, they may not be there, and I can do the same methodology. Does that make sense, everyone? Let me know in the chat box. Are you following along? Do you see how he's leveraging and stealing traffic from the product? Okay, and he's just taken those viewers and he's redirecting them to any product. So you may have your own product, you may have another affiliate product, you may want to be affiliate for Java Burn. You can then send them to that product. But we're then using other tools like, we're using tools like HumanPal. Okay, we can make those videos with human power, whatever it may be, transform your text prompts into images. That's another product. But I guess this one, animated videos, that's going to be good for the YouTube videos, right? So you can use these apps that you may already have from Paul and with Paul and Sid, right? And you can actually go create those videos. Especially, look, if you don't want to get a video, fine. You don't have to be like the doctor. You don't need to go on video if you don't want to. If you want to stay behind the scenes, you can make a PowerPoint presentation or use those apps that you may already have to create those faceless videos. Okay. Alongside that, yes, you could the same methodology. Remember this. Look, when you come into the search bar here, this is where the secret is. It's giving you ideas. Let's have a look at another one. So this one's got 23,000 views. Let's have another look at one. And I'll show you some other industries, other categories, so you can get a broad understanding. So let's close that. Let's scroll down. Okay. So I'm not saying focus on Java Burn. However, this is a really good example now. This person has given, obviously, he's got over 23,000 views. And he's got the official website and he's got a breakdown of what Java Burn is. Can you see this? Why is this important? This is all working for search engine optimization. That's the reason he's putting all of this in there. Because when people are doing the searches, there will be specific stuff that he's written in here that will actually get optimized. So when someone's looking for that particular search term, his stuff is coming up. Now, if I select official website, where will it take me? Let's have a look. It's taken us to Java Burn, the website. Check that out. Now, the moment I, obviously, as an example, if I went to go buy, let's have a look. No, I don't want to upgrade. We can see from this, again, I'm just showing you as an example. If I scroll down, you can see, look at this. It's come from YouTube, okay? It's come from YouTube, and that's his ID. So he's an affiliate. So we know he's actually generating sales by sending traffic from this, and you can see the video. So one thing I would advise you, and I think this is a good point, is there's nothing stopping you when you're doing research. You can see the models people are using. How are they writing things? How are they structuring the description? You can see moments. He's putting specifics in there. Again, look at all of these. These are keywords he's putting in there for the SEO ability. And then you can see the keywords, the tags he's put in there. And he's put even hashtags. So you can find similar stuff and you can use this on any industry. Now, if I go back now, let's type in woodworking. Okay. Woodworking. Let's have a look. And I can use the same thing. I can go to filters, view count. Let's see what's cooking. Let's go ahead and scroll down for the main videos. And you can see, look at this. Check this out. 177 million views. So now I can now essentially go create that website on woodworking and create a video and get my video up there, and I can redirect it to my woodworking website. However, you may be thinking, what's another good way then? If I can get traffic, okay, if I can get traffic now, I can see there's a great industry, a huge demand that people are watching, over 100 million views just for that, close to 200 million views. Is there a product on woodworking out there that maybe I could promote as an affiliate? Something that's already done. I don't want to waste time. I'm not a woodworker. I don't want to do any of that. I have ClickSitesAI. I can create these advanced level websites straight away. But is there something on the back end I can sell? Let's go have a look. So we see woodworking. We come across here, and let's type in woodworking. Okay, so we can see woodworking pops up. We scroll down. Look, woodworking. Woodworking. Let's have a look. So we got Ted's Woodworking, and we can see look at this. Ted's got his own woodworking page. So I could come here and I could say, you know what? This is a product that I can actually link to my own site or in the video and then redirect them to my website. And then I can offer this as a product. So if I come back here now, let's have a look. Where's Ted gone? I take Ted Woodworking. I come back to YouTube. Let's just have a quick look. But remember, these are this is the main section of the industry. You don't need to specifically go in there, but you can type in, let's paste that Ted's Woodworking, and let's have a look. So you can see some people have already appear to have created videos on Ted's Woodworking. Let's go have a look inside. I'll go to the filters. Okay. Filters sometimes just make sure you have relevance because they're going to be more specific to what the term that you're putting in there. View count, I like it because I can just see which ones are the highest because they're getting the eyeballs, they're getting the most traction that people are viewing. So you can see Ted's Woodworking plans and PDFs, 34K. He's got 30,000 views. Ted's woodworking, etc., etc. We've got another one. So let's go to the highest one. Let's have a look. Let's see what we're dealing with now. Again, this is going to take research. So here you got a video, and I'm pretty sure that's not the gentleman there. I can scroll through it and have a look. It's just some video and some images. But remember, you got like things like any apps from Paul as well, whether it's Video Express and many others. You can actually use that to create those videos for you. Now, my key thing is, yes, he's got over 30,000 views. I come to the description, and you can see all the information in the description. And if you notice, he keeps going back to the click link. Okay, click, 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 click. Why? Let's have a look. Is it going to be active? Where is it going to redirect? He's going to keep coming back to this ClickBank product. So now, my thought should be, why can't I just create generic videos or generic websites around woodworking? The more I create, the better, because the more viewers I'm going to get, and I'm going to kind of capture. It's imagine you go fishing. The bigger your net, the more fish you're going to catch, isn't it? So use that analogy, right? The more sites you're going to create, the more fish you're going to catch, and the same will happen with creating the videos. You can create the videos, and you get them out there. It'll help optimize your site as well, get you that more exposure, and grab you even more fish where you can redirect to your website. Is everyone with me so far? Does that make sense? Let me know in the chat box, so it's chat box, so I can know that you're following with me. Okay. And then we will have a quick look at something else. So remember, just go, even if we got Ted's, let's do one more actually. I'll do one more as an example because everyone is following. Okay. So remember, someone said, is there restrictions on adding affiliate links? Well, it depends. Just always make sure you check the terms and conditions. But even in the video, you can have a call to action that you give your own link, your domain name. It can be a clean domain name. You don't have to send them directly to the affiliate offer. That's the key. You can send them to your own website with its own domain name, right? And from there, it could be an educational page. It could be a generic page about woodworking, and then it's a paid product. You have your own payment buttons on that page that you can create and redirect them. Okay. So let's have another look. Let's have a look. If we go now, let's just go back to top products. I think top products are always great because you can see what is already out there. If we go for pre-dentum, dental niche, let's just have a look. Okay, pre-dentum. So this is obviously dentistry. I come back to good old YouTube. I type in dentum as the broad generic term, and check this out. I can do the same thing. I can apply the filters, view count, just to give me what's the highest level. So pro dentum reviews my honest opinion as a real consumer. I simply select. That's nearly 100,000 people. And you can see, look, it's just a basic generic video. This is just somebody pulling out their phone. And let's have a look. Okay, the same thing. And this is great stuff you can model. This is really important stuff that you can actually model. But I'll take it one step further. There's nothing stopping you from using ClickSitesAI, okay, or AI itself, and saying, can you create keywords or hashtags for a particular term? Okay, so dentistry or teeth or whatever it may be, or whatever your subject or your topic is. Have it do the heavy lifting for you. So here you can see all of this great stuff. You can actually come and you can model something. You can see the breakdown, and it looks like an ingredients, a recipe people are using. Why is it important? Because clearly it's working. So they've only got 2,000 subscribers, but they've got nearly 100,000 views. So people are interested in this stuff. So once I click it, where does it go? Let's have a look. It is going to be going to the product. I go to order now. You can see this is going to ClickBank. Let's have a look. I simply scroll down just to make sure and check. And you can see there's an affiliate ID there. So this is another affiliate. So you kind of get the gist of it when it comes to digital products. But I want you to think about it going back. Don't just focus on these categories. I mean, this is just a kind of template and a structure to show you how you could do this yourself. But the key here is about you creating content. Whether you're on video, whether you're creating Facebook videos, we're creating that content to generate free traffic. Everybody wants free traffic, right? This is an organic way that you can leverage to generate traffic to your website, and those websites that can be then monetized, whether you're selling your own products, third-party products, or you're doing, banner ads, etc., etc. Now, the same methodology that I'm sharing with you now can be applied to all other social media right? Whether it's Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, and another key one I would also recommend is TikTok. Okay, as funny as it may sound, TikTok would also get you a huge amount of views and eyeballs, but it's about generating traffic. Okay. So I want you to understand that this methodology of using the videos, we're using these videos solely specifically to generate traffic to come back to our sites. Those sites, they can be specific to an affiliate product, or they can be a generic page that you built that then, yes, redirects to multiple paid products, one product or multiple products. So you can create as many pages as you want. That's the key thing. Create as many pages as you want because you have unlimited pages with ClickSites AI. Remember, if you're watching this now and you haven't got your access to ClickSites AI, within 24 hours, the access or the pricing is now would jump up by $10, if not more, and the 7-day free trial will be revoked. That's getting removed. So those that are on the free trial, don't worry about it. This doesn't apply to you. Don't panic. But those that were thinking, you know what, maybe I want to try out the free trial, you need to access that now before that option is being taken away. Okay, so that will be removed. There will be you will no longer be eligible for a free trial. That won't be made available. So let's go back to ClickBank. And you can see here we got the dental aspect here. And if I come back, let's have a look at the page. Look, the same page that they're offering. So if I wanted to now, I can see there's a term for dentistry. Let's go back to this. So ProDentum, exactly what it is. It's a probiotic blend. Probiotic blend that supports the health of your teeth, gums, and mouth. So I'm going to do something. Let's try this out. Okay, let's try this out. It's quite a long term. I could probably narrow it down, but I just want to test something out. Okay, so I come back here, go into the digital store, the workspace, submit it, and I'm going to actually, let's see what we can create. So let's say dentistry, right? Dentist, enter. Let's go for the name. This name was ProDentum, wasn't it? Okay. Pro Teeth. Actually, let's just stick with it. I'm just as an example, I guess. And what I want to do, the topic, let's go for this, paste it. Let's keep it as English. And it will create out the outline. You can see there's a long term there. So buy our products now. And I go enter. So I'm going to allow it to go and do its thing. So you can see we'll be back in just a few moments. So while it's doing that, let's go ahead and let's have a quick look. So coming back to here, remember, I'm just giving you an example. You don't have to go and be specific with this. I'm just trying to give you that structure that you can follow. So there's so many different niches out there that you can actually use. And you can see here some information about how much they're paying, the kind of level of money that they're giving per view. And remember, you're building these websites, you're creating these videos that you can create completely free. You have many of these apps already. And you're generating, essentially, you will generate sales for free. You already have ClickSites AI. There's nothing stopping you from creating, 20, 30, 40, 50 pages, okay, all directing that traffic to your own pages and then ultimately to the affiliate link, etc., etc. So that's another way. So what I also want to show you, let's have a look. Okay, let's have a look at another one. Let's go back. Okay, so we'll stick with YouTube for just a moment and we will come back. Okay, before we go to topic number 3, but I just want to kind of show you this one first. One last example. I think that's going to be key. So if we came back now, you can see these are all. I mean, look, fat burning topic. It looks like there's a trend of dietary supplements. So I would suggest what you can do. You can create a site and target dietary supplements. So your site can be based on dietary supplements. That way, you don't just need to focus your site on one particular product. As an example, if you're doing e-commerce or whatever product around this particular niche, as an example, you could create that one site that's around dietary supplements. And then on that site, you can have multiple different products as an e-commerce style store that then offers, Java burn coffee or the probiotics for your teeth or maybe some slimming tonic, or you've got this one, Live Pure, because these are top selling products. And you could do this with multiple sites across the board. Okay. So you can see this is now ready to go. I mean, it is very, very rapid. It takes no time at all. So this one was for the teeth. Let's have a look. Let's go for this one. This one looks like a nice one. Let's go and continue. And it will start building out our brighter teeth and our smile. straight away, I'm already sold because it's got shiny white pro teeth, as you would expect from a product like that, right? So what I do, let's come back. I'll jump straight into the editor. And let's have a review. Is everybody ready? Should we have a quick review of the page? Let's scroll down. And let's make this full. So I want to really show you how beautiful this page looks. I come down, check this out. Explore, show reel. So imagine this, right? This could link now. This is important. Okay, this is another important point. If I've made a YouTube video, I can actually link this to the YouTube channel. And then on YouTube, I have that video already. So we're creating backlinks. We're engaging. This works amazingly well when it comes to search engine optimization because we're creating that relationship between both parties. We're creating a link between both, right? And it takes us no time whatsoever. Alternatively, I can actually just put the video directly. So if I wanted to come here, let's say I want to come to this section here, I could come to content blocks. And where's my video? I just simply come here if I wanted to. And I can put the video there like so. Okay. Now, as I go down, let's create this like that so I can actually see. Let's have a look. Okay, so you can see now it's got all this amazing stuff. Look, buy our products now. And if I wanted to come here, I go to content blocks. I can come to products. Let's have a look. Quick one at products. And let's put some, let's just say there's 3 products here. Or 4, it doesn't matter. Let's just put this here. I want to put this on this section, drag and drop, and we are ready to go. Now, for this section here, let me see if I can get because it's the entire section, isn't it? So it might be a little bit difficult. I can put this on its own separate section. Actually, you know what? That's what I'll do, just to make this more neater and tidier. So I come back to sections. So this will do the entire section. I come here with shop. I come to the shop section. I do this with 4 products here. And I come now to my assistant and let's say, can you update this? Actually, I won't do that. I need to make sure I select it. So this is key. I selected. Can you create and update this entire section to make this teeth whitening related, including products and images? Send. And the images, yes, we should ideally use the image editor, the assistant. However, my main thing is just to change some of that around, okay? So you can see it's not going to pick up the images because it has to be specific using the image editor, right? So I've included that and it won't do it. So if I go back now and I go back to the container, you can see here. So I clear that. Can you update this section to make it teeth whitening related? And we'll go and update this section to make it more teeth whitening related. And there you can see. Can you see this now? So make sure you're using the correct prompt. So this is really, really important stuff. And here you can see this is all teeth whitening, teeth whitening, teeth whitening. The only issue we have now is the images, right? So I come here to the image. I clear it and I say image. Can you update this image and make it teeth whitening related? And then I can send it. So I've done it for this now image. This image will, let's see what it generates. And we'll give it a few moments. And straight away, you can see there's someone brushing their teeth. And I can do the same. Now I don't need to dictate. I've already got the prompt in and I can do that for every single one. If you're selling a product anyway, it doesn't matter. They'll give you generally creatives. And I can do the next one. And remember, every image I can change. I can go tweak. I can go into the more advanced AI image generator. And I can create really high-level images. But I want to show you how quick this is, right? Just using this prompt. I don't need to waste time typing it. I've already narrated using the speech-to-text AI generator. Now check this out. Now it's done all of this, right? It's done all of those images. As an example, if I wanted to go and do this manually, I come back to the image. Can you see this? It says select, okay? I have a library of things that I've already created or I've uploaded. I can go search media if I want to the library. But remember, you have the AI image generator. I've got the advanced section or I got the basic version. So, you can do different styles and you've got the gist. So this stuff really will go in depth when it comes to your teeth. But let's just say create an image for teeth whitening. So be more specific. Hey, do you want a woman there, a guy there, maybe kids, a family, maybe at the dentist, whatever. Let's just do square. And let's see what it generates for us. So we'll give that a few moments. Remember, with the advanced one, you can actually go more in depth. But look, check this out. I select use, and there you go, just like that. Now, where things get more interesting is if you want to take it to the next level, where you've got all your, you've got all your text there. You come to the editor. You've done all of your, your editing of the font. You make it whatever you want. Let's just go for this one, right? Remember the cool feature, the very advanced level capability of the AI Magic Redesign. Okay. So now I've got all of that section. If I want, I'd go to the redesign and say, hey, look, you know what? I want the AI, ClickSitesAI, to go and recreate the entire section there and design it, update the text, change it around, and even update the imagery. Okay. So depending on how big it is, remember, it might take a couple of more seconds, but I'm just trying to show you how easy it is that sometimes we might not be creative. We might not be really good at coming up with images or designs or layouts or sections and things like that. And it's fine. We don't need to be an expert in that field. However, if we've got capabilities like the AI there at our disposal, let it go do it. Check this out. It's created and restructured this entire scene. Right? Can you see that? And it's created beautiful graphics that are copyright free that I probably couldn't even find from the internet without paying some stupid amount of fee. Can everyone see that? And yes, please remember, you can upload your own photos, right? You can use the library, the built-in library, to find photos already within ClickSitesAI, right? Or allow the AI image generator to create the images for you, whether you use the generator or whether you use the assistant. I've shown you how easy it is. I come in here now and I come to the assistant. I say, hey, look, I clear that. Can you create an image, replace this image and create an image of a tooth whitening toothpaste? No. So let me redo that because I said tooth too many times. Hold on. So can you create an image of whitening toothpaste? And we give it a few moments. We're hoping it's going to come up with some beautiful design. And check this. Okay. There's some toothpaste as the size of a graphic. Now I can change this. Let's just say, let's go for something a little bit more on the wild side. Can you create an image of a woman with big white teeth? Right? Maybe you could have a woman, a man, a kid, whatever. It doesn't matter. Blonde hair, blue eyes. You create the structure. Hey, there you go. Okay. Woman with big white teeth. And if I want again, can you create a family that all smiling, showing their big white teeth? Okay. So you're kind of not limited, but it's about you and what your vision is and the instructions that you give to the AI. Okay. Now, if I want, I could redo that. I'm showing you how quick this is. I'm talking. I'm not typing. You can see my hands are here. I'm just typing into the microphone. They've got the microphone here. So can you create a family in a cartoon style image smiling with all their white teeth showing? Yeah, okay, so I don't know what's going to come up with, but I'm just experimenting. I'm playing around with the AI. I'm trying to, teach it and create more images and be more specific. Maybe you want do you want it zoomed in? Do you want it zoomed out? Check this out, cartoony effect. All right, can you see how intelligent this is? Okay, so again, you can do this with the text. I can come here to the text. I can do this with whatever I want. I can come and use the editor. I can make the buttons connected with the payment, etc., etc. So I just want to kind of show you that because that is a very powerful feature. But now look, I can come to this section. If I don't like it, I remove it. I come now, let's say, to the editor and I go, let's change the background color. I can add a background image, change the text and make it light to dark. There we go. We've got a beautiful page now ready to go. And if I come to the editor, let's show you how it looks. And you can see if I come now, let's try a different device. You can see how that's going to look. And as you would expect, if I want, I can come and animate the page. I can animate this section. Where's that new section I created? Let's have a quick look. So if I come back now to this section, and then we're going to go to topic number 3. If I come back to this section, I come here to the section settings. I can add an animation to that. Let's say slide right. And then how it ends, slide left. So play around with it, please. Make sure you just go and have fun with this and see the capabilities because there's so many. You'll lose track how many there are. Can you see that? How cool does that look? And then it disappears away again. And you can do this with all the sections. You can do this with all different elements of the components and even the text, etc., etc. So is everyone with me so far? Can you see how cool that was? Do you understand now? We've covered topic number 1, which was for local cold reach strategy. And now we've just copied YouTube exposure, how you can create those pieces of content. It's about backlinking, whether they're faceless, whether you get on video, but then looking at ClickBank if you want as a third party, but creating those broader industries using ClickSitesAI. This is what it's about. Okay, so remember, yes, you can go get access to this right now, and by tomorrow it will be the 7-day free trial will be removed. So if you want to go now and get access, I would highly recommend, I urge you to do it if you just want to test that, and then the price will increase tomorrow. So social media leverage, this is another cool way. I'm going to show you how you can generate free traffic. Now, you have to understand, number one, yes, we've looked at YouTube, that is a social media account, but we've got so many other things, other companies that are very common that you've got access to right now. So let me give you an example. So one site you've got access to right now is going to be, let's have a look, is going to be Facebook, right? So let's have a look. So straight away we've got Jessica here is trying to be on a weight loss diet. So now what I want to draw your attention to, how can we generate traffic using social media? Specifically right now we're looking at Facebook. What's the best way? Now, believe it or not, we have parameters here where we can actually go into Facebook. Okay. So if you come into the search bar in Facebook and we type in, say for example, we went for weight loss. I'm not going to type in everything. I just want to go to weight loss. Can you see it's giving me all these different permutations of the word of weight loss? All right, all these different keywords, all these suggestions that it's giving me by group, by the exercise, fitness tip, female, dieting, injections, UK products, whatever it may be. You can actually go create sites based on those if you want. However, we're not going to do that. We're going to go for the broader term, the keyword of just weight loss. That's all we want to do. We're going to say, yes, okay, show us the terms. That's fine. Now, we've got different filters, whether it's all or maybe I just want to look at posts. Okay. Or maybe I want to look at videos. But I'm going to go through this in a structured way so you can actually take from this. Now, you may be thinking, hey, that's a cute dog. That's very nice. It's got nothing to do with weight loss. Yes, unfortunately, you will have to scroll down and some of the terms might not be related to it, but this dog might be overweight. Okay, so you can see why it's popped up, weight loss journey. Right? Now, that's actually a good point. Weight loss doesn't just apply to humans. It can be applied to animals. So you could actually go back into ClickBank and you could say, let's just say, for an example, I guess this is, we're trying to be proactive here. Weight loss for pets, maybe. I don't know. Something may come up, something may not come up. We can spend the time going through this. I guess even if you took this term and you went to YouTube, you could type in weight loss for pets or a dog for dogs, and you understand, right? You could find veterinarian services out there, other service providers when it comes to animals and weight loss and things like this, and create websites based on that because of that term, and we can then piggyback that traffic from that key term. So you can see, look, no fat dogs, how to help your dog lose weight, so on and so forth. So I just want you to think outside the box. Just don't be constricted. Think, wow, everything I'm looking at gives me ideas. It gives me suggestions of things I probably didn't even think of. Like the first moment you probably saw that dog, you thought, that's not related to weight loss. We're looking for humans. But believe it or not, there's a dog there. Now, the key thing about this particular post is, can you see where it says comments? Forget the views. Yes, it's got views, huge amount of views, but over 1,500, over 1,600 comments. Why is that important? You're probably thinking. Because, believe it or not, we can go into the comment section where people are reading. And if we want to be smart, there's nothing stopping us from actually generating content and producing a comment in here, right? So we create a comment about, yeah, my dog was overweight and obese, but I was able to make it lose weight within 4 weeks. So I was able to lose weight. And I've even written a blog about it. I've created a website based on my dog and its experience, or I've created a website giving tips, the 5 secrets on how to lose weight for a dog. Okay. And then we can post our domain name here in the comment section. Does everyone understand what I just said? Are you following the power of that? So then now we have raw organic traffic of people, because we know there's a huge level of engagement and viewers on here, that there will be other people that are coming also that probably have the same issue with their own dog, that it's overweight and it needs to lose weight. So I can take that audience now from the comments and redirect the traffic from the comment section to my own website, to my own YouTube video. And from my YouTube video, I can direct them to my website and vice versa. Or if they go to my website, not only are they on my website, but I could have my YouTube video there, essentially also getting views and building up the optimizing my page, so it's making sure that it's getting hit high in the search engines. Okay, so we're essentially, we're trying to leverage the comment section to drive traffic, and this is a very powerful strategy people do use. They're just not aware of it. All it takes is a little bit of time. However, I'm going to tell you another secret. So what I do, I come back to ClickSitesAI. I come to the assistant and I say, let's ask a question. I'm going to go to the question. I select questions, right? So what I can do, let's just create, let's go to basic. I go to canvas, okay? Because I want to operate from this canvas, okay? Let's just delete this. Let's go for this, right? Can you create 5 posts? Okay, let me do that again. Can you create 5 small social media posts for Facebook talking about weight loss for dogs? So did everybody see what I just did there? Not only can I create a post, I can actually ask it, which I should have, can you create replies for comments? Okay. And check this out. It's already giving me posts that I could create for that. Now, there's nothing stopping me from taking these captions and making them into comments. However, if we now, let's undo this and I'll actually rephrase that, okay? Let's try to be a bit more specific to the AI. I'm trying to reply to a Facebook post about weight loss for dogs. Can you give me 5 replies that I can place in the comment section about how a dog can lose weight? And then I want to redirect them to my own website about dogs losing weight. So that was a bit of a mouthful, but let's see what it comes out with. All right. So remember, whether you use the AI assistant, it's about trying to tailor make that reply. Okay. And check this out. Can everybody see this? What I'll do, let's go to the editor, right? Let's go to the text here. Let me make this a little bit bigger so you can actually see what's been written. I can just come here. Okay. Can everybody see that? Hey, it's great you're thinking about your dog's weight. A healthy diet and regular exercise. For more tips on helping your pup slim down, and then put your website. Number 2. So you can see it's giving me different sections here, as you can see. I'll tell you something better. What I do, let me actually undo that, what I just did, right? So I go back to this and I go to edit selected text. Can you make this text into bullet points? I send it. Right. Does everybody see that? Like the AI capabilities is what you make it. Don't make things complicated. See, I was about to press return on each and every single part and make my time more complicated and give myself a headache. I don't need to. Right? I can go and I can actually create those bullet points and get it restructured, change the size, color, font, etc., etc. What I go back, I go to the edit section and I say, based off this, I'll do that again. Based off these bullet points, can you create a 200-word article? Okay. So again, we can use these posts, right? We can essentially use these posts. Sometimes you have to be specific in what you're asking. But if I go now, let's just say, let's go to, ask questions. Okay, let's go. Okay, so it should be more accurate because you're doing the wrong one. Okay, so please provide the bullet points. Here we go. These are the bullet points. Okay. So I could just go back now and I could say, look, these. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll go here. Create a 200-word article about how a dog can lose weight. And remember, even this content you can create into a paid product, an ebook, and place on your website. in a terms of a e-commerce style digital product, whatever it may be. So can you see that, everybody? Here we have the article. Okay, 200 words. I can actually make it 300, 400 words, but it depends on what exactly you're looking for. And then I could come here, background image. I don't have a background image. Maybe I come to the assistant and I clear that. Can you add a background image of a dog? So what we're hoping now, or not what we're hoping, I'm just showing that strategy. Remember, we're coming from Facebook, and you can see the dog is there. I can just come and make the text light, or I can add it. But you see how simple this is. And I've simply come from Facebook. I've shown you now, just looking at this, we can actually leverage the comment section for our own gain. And we're essentially ethically stealing traffic from this particular post because it's got such a huge amount of eyeballs on it, such engagement in the post. We're going in there, we're actually curating our own content, our replies in there, and then we're redirecting people. It can be congruent to what the issue is, and we're redirecting people to our own website. Our own website, our own call to action. It can be domain, like I showed you. So if I went back here, if I went to the initial one, see with the bullet points, you can see you can put your URL in here. So if it was this one, and it will redirect to our own website where we're essentially stealing the traffic. Okay, now that's one example. So that's one example. Let's go have a look at another one, right? So yes, we got weight loss. Now you may be thinking, look, there's so many, right? Here we got 700 comments, 5,000 views on that. Look, what's your take on using this? So as or Zempic, wherever it is, we can go check this out. We can go get information on it. We can go check ClickBank on it. We can see if there's an affiliate product on there. We can see if there's a YouTube video on there. We can actually go build a site based on it because there's clearly engagement on it, right? So we can actually do research as well. And we can build stuff. So here we got very limited comments on there. However, next I'm going to show you something a little bit even better, right? If I go to let's have groups, all right? Has anyone ever looked at a Facebook group? Well, many of you will be in the inner circle, but check this out. Now I've gone for weight loss, okay? You can see, check this out, fitness, exercise, weight loss, and there's over 320,000 members. Weight loss UK, over 9.8 thousand members. Weight loss for beginners, over 100,000 members, right? 10K members. Nearly 250,000, right? In there, 76 million, 76, not million, but 76,000. Now, you have to understand, if let's see if we can jump into one of them. You have to join them, but let's see if we can actually see the engagement in there. People are actually selling products. Now, anything relating to fitness, exercise, weight loss tips, what is stopping you from actually posting your own websites in there? Right? You might have a content review site. Maybe, somebody's talking about the benefits of smoothie. Check this out. Right? And guess what? They're selling a smoothie plan. So you can model what people are already doing. You know that video that you created for YouTube as an example? There would be nothing stopping you from posting that also in a group that then redirects them with a call to action alongside the text. So if I select this now, let's have a look. Where is this person sending the user? Check this out. The smoothie diet. Guess where this is? It's on ClickBank. Right? Do you see people are quietly doing strategies like this, right? But they're not telling you. But here we are on today's session live call, and we're revealing it to you for completely free. So I want you to really understand that the stuff where we're teaching you is what people are charging for. But hey, we actually want you to get results. We want to show you the ways you can generate traffic and make sales. So let me know in the chat box. Are you having that epiphany moment? Do you understand the value behind this training as well? That people are doing this quietly, and you can see this product here. What's it called? The smoothie diet. So I come back to ClickBank. Let's have a look. Smoothie diet. Okay. And we want to look. Let's see. Is this the product that was in question? Check this out, guys and girls. The smoothie diet. So this strategy here is what they're implementing here, where they've come. And here's the key thing. Look, yeah, they created a post. It's a very ugly site, not ugly site, but the content is very ugly. We can actually keep it short. We can redirect people to our own website first. And one thing I want to kind of address as well. Look, I'll tell you another strategy. I don't want to overcomplicate it. I don't want to burden you with too much information. But if it was me, another strategy also is, if I create the site now, and I'm doing the smoothie plan. I redirect them to my click sites. If I redirect them now to my own site, that's the smoothie website. Let's say, for example, you know what I would do also on this site. What I would do, I would come to a canvas mode. Create on the canvas mode. You can do any other mode you want, but I would come to the content blocks, and let's just say I would do something like this. Let's have a look. So I would create. Let's go to headline. Something very quickly to the headline content block. Let's say I do a headline first and foremost. Drag and drop, very easy. I come to this, and what do I do next? Let's add a where's it gone? Video. Can anyone see the video? There you go. I add a video. Okay. Actually, I don't want to add that one. I want to keep it nice and clean. I want to kind of make it congruent with the algorithm. So I put YouTube in there. Now check this out. Oh, I don't want it full page. I come back to this now. If I go add, let's have a look. Let's go for contact. And I want you to understand this, okay? I can simply select this. I can resize this. I can change the color, background image, whatever it may be. Doesn't matter. Maybe I put it light, gradient. Okay. Oh. Free guide. Okay. I want that in caps. Free guide. I come to that text. Let's go for that, whatever it is. Let's go for any text. Okay. Remember, I'm just giving you a demonstration. You don't have to copy. Okay. I want you to kind of open your mind towards the possibilities of using this. Now, if that was me, let's just say for the smoothie thing, right? Oh, we're cutting off. So what we do, we can resize this. Remember, everything here, we can actually resize in the canvas mode. We can move it anywhere we want. We can just come here. Let's go ahead and let's find a photo. So I could put an image of, the actual smoothie as well. Let's just pretend, put a smoothie like so. So I'd come here to the assistant, come here, clear that. Can you create an image of a smoothie? So this is a key thing because many people have asked as well. When it comes to traffic generation, you probably, when it comes to landing pages, opt-in pages, what is stopping you when you're getting that traffic from building your database, your email list? Is everybody with me? Right? So you can also build your database of those people with that audience that is coming. Let's have a look. So yeah, I could just remove that, and there we go. Smoothie. Okay. So we've got a smoothie. Yes, we can come and we can change things around. We can put next to it, but you get the gist of it, right? So you can now, not only are you hijacking the traffic, all right, from social media, with it's Facebook, Pinterest. I'll show you these things in a moment. But when you redirect them to your website, what is stopping you from also capturing their name and email, right? So now you're creating an asset, a database also. So I don't want to overwhelm you with too much. I just want to kind of first show you some of the strategies first, but these are a little bit more advanced. But now you could create a database, and then you could email your subscribers, these individuals that are congruent to this particular industry, right? This niche. And then you can also promote and email market them other products, and you can offer this, as a paid promotion for other third-party companies. You charge them to email. You could have advertisement arrangements and partnerships with these individuals. Does that make sense? Is everyone following the power of this? That not only can we grab and leverage that traffic from social media for free by using video, social media, using these groups with hundreds of thousands of people, but when we redirect them to our site, yes, we can monetize. We can monetize our sites. We can get paid from advertisement, from people clicking banner ads, from affiliate products. But another crucial thing I would say is that you can also collect that data from the people visiting, that you're actually capturing that audience at the same time as something you could also do. But, I just want to keep this as simple. Just try to keep thinking things as simple as possible, because many people have said, when it comes to landing pages and so on and so forth. So remember, when you come to this, you'll see, if I go to the mobile setting here, where's it gone? Let's have a look. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful page, okay? With all those beautiful animations. Now, coming back, let's have a look. Coming back to the group. So can you see now how the strategy we could deploy? And we can have a look at the comments, okay? The next one, yes, 90 days challenge. You can see what they're doing. Here's a great one. You could actually then offer this person. Can you see that? If I click that, they're selling a product. They're selling something in the digistore. Now, if I go ahead, let's go click. Let's have a look. Where is it going to direct us? So I want you to understand the idea that these people are selling products. They're getting third-party products. They're selling to a website. But for you, you can sell. You can create your own site. Okay, and with that one, can you see they actually have a WhatsApp there, etc., etc. So, okay, so I want you to. I want to share one more thing with you. You don't have to do this. As a disclaimer as well. You don't just. It's up to you if you want to be a bit more advanced. If I now go to, let's go for about page. All right. Let me see if I can find this information. If I go to about, let's have a look. Can you see the admins and moderators here? Okay. Now, these people are the people behind this site right now. What is stopping me from reaching out to one of these administrators, if not all of them? Let's just go to let's say I contact Mr. Pravesh and I say, Mr. Pravesh, look, I'm somebody. I have a website. I'm basically selling a product. Okay, it could be your product, affiliate product, doesn't matter. I have a website set up, and this is what I'm offering. Would you be interested in doing like a joint venture with me? So basically what that means is that a joint venture, you have an arrangement that, hey, look, if you place my website within your group, or even, in terms of the banner here, banner space, I'm more than happy to give you 10% of sales that come in. Or if you promote it, you as the administrator on a daily basis, whatever, it doesn't matter where it gets placed, but they will come to arrangement. You could do that and say, look, you don't pay them. You say, look, do it for free. I'm going to give you free sales. You clearly got the group. You're not using it. If you want, it's free money, essentially, isn't it? Now, even if one person says no, fine. You have an abundance of sites and groups out there. Just imagine that one post, right, that you have, that exposure, that if 300,000 people were exposed to your website, to your offer, the amount of traffic that you would get to your website, the amount of views you would get on your videos, the amount of free advertisement, how many clicks, AdSense that you would get, the amount of sales you would generate, the amount of opt-ins you would get. Is everyone following? It's quite a big monster when you think about it. So when it comes to GDPR, I mentioned, yes, you do have GDPR ability when you come to the cog here. So GDPR, you can actually activate that, enable or disable. Let's go for one more, okay? So I just wanted to cover that so you kind of understand that, hey, look, there's so many groups out there that you can go and leverage, and you could, it's working smart, but you don't have to work too hard. You can leverage those groups, contract, you don't have to. If you want to pay them, it's up to you. That's your choice. That's your choice to do. If you want to kind of fast track, if they say $5, say, look, put a post of $5. But remember, you're buying that space, isn't it? I've got another one there. Let's just say, let's go for woodworking. Remember, we saw Ted's woodworking earlier on. And check this out. There's so many different groups. Look at that, 1.1 million people that are members of this woodworking for beginners. Right? And if I scroll down, you can see, let's look at some of the sections. There's so much happening in here. You can see all of this content, and the same scenario. If I want, I could simply go contact the administrator. If I have the ability to put a comment, this one looks a little bit restricted, then that's something I can also engage with the comments. So we've got a whole different variety of changing. Okay, so let me just check my settings. Let's see. Oh, I'm back now. I had no idea my beautiful face was not showing, but I'm here. Don't worry, I am here. I guess sometimes these technical issues, as long as you can see my screen, that's fine. But don't worry, you can be rest assured I'm back here. So yes, okay. So can everyone see 1.1 million members? 1.1 million members. That is shocking. Yeah, 11,000 members. Woodworks, how much we got? 20,000. And remember when we went to ClickBank, we saw Ted, right? If we went back here to Ted, we saw obviously we've got different woodworking products here. So you understand the recipe here for success, essentially. Now we can take the idea of woodworking, create multiple different websites. If we want, we can kind of re-enter in there. We can now go and grab and hijack that traffic that's already out there and redirect them. And you know what the key thing is there? It's a little bit naughty, it's a little bit cheeky, but it's ethical. Most people here that have groups, they have no idea. They don't even think about monetizing it. Some of it's just the hobby. It's just a passion. Hey, I just want to put a group for people that maybe enjoy golfing on the weekend, or maybe, I like photography. I want to make a group, and anybody else that may have a similar interest in my hobby, I just want to make a group. Anyone can join. They have no idea that these groups specifically can be monetized. And you secretly have access to ClickSitesAI, where you can make these AI-powered websites that has the ability and capabilities of creating these websites just like that, like I've shown you today. Not only can you create these websites, you can update the imagery, you can do different sections, designs, you can make them, they're all mobile optimized, they're GDPR compliant, you can capture leads, you can add your banner spaces on the advertisement, a whole host of things that you can do, right? So what we'll do, let me go to one more aspect. So you've got posts now. Let's have another little check. So here you can see this gentleman, he's obviously had an accident, so hopefully he gets well soon. However, as a little bit morbid as this may be, okay, so John here from Woodworking for Beginners, right? Now, I want you to think outside the box. Remember I said think outside the box. So automatically I see this gentleman, I'm sorry about the image, it might be a little bit graphic, but he's had an accident doing some woodworking project. I'm thinking, I use ClickSitesAI. What are a website around how to prevent injury from woodworking? Does everyone follow? Right? You have to understand. Look at the other flip side of it. Think about ideas. And if you can't think of ideas, go use the AI assistant within ClickSitesAI. Hey, can you help me come up with a strategy around woodworking? So I can now go in to ClickSitesAI. If you haven't got access, you need to go now. But that's all I'm going to say. As you're probably watching this, you haven't got access. You're thinking, what are you waiting for? Remember, 7 days free trial ends tomorrow. Okay, the link is on the video. But I can now make a website around how to prevent injuries with woodworking, and then I can create that website. I can come into the comments like so, and I can say, look, so many people have accidents. It's clearly an industry, right? It's clearly something people have issues with. Look at that. So now you can create a site and maybe find, if there's a product, great, you can find a product, affiliate product, but you could create the product yourself if you really wanted to, and then put it on third-party platform, link your payment button, right? So people are clearly having an issue. So I could come here, create a comment, and then I can link it back. I can use the AI to help me to create a sympathetic piece of content. I know it might sound a little bit unethical or not genuine, and we might be playing on the injury of someone. However, if we're then going to be creating a post or pieces of content that's going to help somebody else, right, help other people avoid injuries, great. Maybe you generate revenue from offering a service, and you could donate proceeds also to a charity that prevent injuries, as an example. Okay, so does everyone follow? Right? Let's just go back to the search term. So let's go for, remember Java beans, the Java beans, right? So we've got Java beans now. Remember those Java beans for weight loss? Let's go and see Java bean or whatever it was. If we can find Java Java burn, not Java bean, but Java burn. Let's see. Has anyone created anything around it? Let's have a look. So straight away, I can see different keywords for that particular term, Java bean. Let's go for the broad look at Java burn. So what we're looking at is, remember the search term that we saw in search term or the product in ClickBank and the various other places that we saw. Let's look at what are people doing. Let's have a look at the posts. Let's select the filter just to make sure we're trying to make this a little bit more easy for us. Straight away, I can see this here is a review. Key things. Remember, when you're looking at this, these are great for research. Also, he's got the information there, and he's got all these hashtags because he's trying to backlink and optimize the post. That every time someone makes a search, it's going to hit all of these relevant keywords, these hashtags. Okay, coming down here, one comment. Yeah, it's not that great, but anyway, coming down, we can keep having a look. You can see all of the content someone has actually written in review to it. So check this out. I guess this is a really important one, right? It might not have that many views, but he's created a page. We don't want to go to his page. We want to go to this. Can you see this, everybody? For customer reviews and experience, tap here. Now, does it work is the question. Is it clickable? Let's have a look. Can we actually visit this link? I want to see, what is this link? Okay, it's the affiliate product, right? It is the product that he's taken from ClickBank, and he's redirecting people to that. So any sales that happen, he is getting paid for it. Now, Alternatively, remember, we can actually build our own site around this and redirect people. So what I want to do is let's go for groups. Let's have a look at groups and see, are there any groups around this? And it's the same kind of similar setup. You can see it's not that great. We don't want to kind of waste time on it. However, one thing you can do, you can go to, because we know it's coffee, we can do coffee for weight loss. And we can see, is there any postal groups around coffee or weight loss, right? So then I can come to groups. And let's see, we've got 700. So it's not that great. So we can filter down, we can narrow down the search for, coffee or weight loss or slimming or etc., etc. However, one thing I would strongly advise you to do, it's completely free and it takes no time at all, is to create pages within Facebook. So what I mean by that, as an example, look, we had woodworking for beginners. Let's have a see if we can pull that up. Remember, we had this group for woodworking for beginners. You can create a similar page like this if you were just focusing on diet or weight loss or dentistry or woodworking, etc., etc. And then you could just have it as a broad generic page, but then you post content specific, right, to woodworking only. And then it can always link back to your multiple websites or your products that are congruent with your page or within that particular niche. You don't need to just focus on one product, but because it's that niche of, let's say, woodworking, you can then link it to other woodworking information or videos or trainer tutorials or other multiple different products, etc., etc. Does that make sense? So you would create a similar page like this. Now, you can also, alongside that, you could create, a page you can see for Video Express. Now, what will happen at the same time when you make this page, believe it or not, you will have people that will start following you on your page. So I want you to understand that when you create a page like this and you have followers, essentially it is a database of people. Okay, it's like creating it. It's like similar to an email marketing list that you're creating a database of people that are going to be following you. So every time you make a post, guess what's going to happen? You're going to have that engagement. People are going to see that content, whether it's paid or going to your website. And now you're driving free traffic to any call to action that you may implement. Whether you're sending to a paid product, affiliate product, fine. Your own product, great. A landing page that you create using ClickSitesAI, fine. Capture their email address, fine. To your website, to your video, to your YouTube, to your paid product, right? To your promoted product, to maybe an advertisement arrangement you made with a third party. Okay? Is everybody following? So make life easier where you can actually just build this organically. It's like 10 birds using one stone. And every time you create a video, you can post it on, put it on Facebook, you can syndicate, put it on YouTube, go put it on your Twitter, and even things like Pinterest. So Pinterest is another great place that you could come. So say, for example, that was woodworking. Let's see, how has anyone got anything related to woodworking? And you can see all of this stuff. So Pinterest is the same thing where you can actually have, you can see imagery like GIF style videos here. Okay, short videos or images. And essentially when you open it, it will just allow you then to redirect to websites. So this is another way of gathering or leveraging free traffic that's available using these platforms. So Pinterest is another one. I won't spend too much time on it because you probably get the gist of it. But the same structure that I've shown you using Facebook is exactly what and how you would apply it to other social media platforms, especially when you use the search capability. Let's just type in woodworking again. Okay, woodworking. And I'm not going to enter, but you will see we have different permutations of the term of the keyword woodworking. So woodworking ideas from home, aesthetics. We've got video shop ideas, ideas for beginners, etc., etc. Let's just go for beginners. And you can see this is all going to be in relation to the keyword for beginners, like so. So you can actually now come and use this also and leverage by using your videos or your posts that you were done. So say, for example, you create a video just on YouTube. You could repurpose the same video, change the dimension with whatever application you're using and come and post on here. Alternatively, with your application, you can also create just an image. You come to the image, look, just a simple image here. Can you see this? It's redirected to YouTube. So these are also creating backlinks. So by creating these backlinks, they're creating a channel of communication going backwards. So this will just allow a stronger connection between this website and YouTube, which would allow it to be more optimized for the search engines, which would ultimately help it get pushed more in the search engine or page one ranking of Google. That's why people are doing this. They want to make sure that the moment someone goes into Google or search engine and they put a particular term, that this their website is going to be pushed first, that they're going to be seen first for the person that's looking. Why do people do this? Because they're more or less going to get much more exposure and attention and eyeballs on their websites. They're going to get so much more visitors to their website. So these little things that we talked about, all these different components, when you bring them all together, okay, it's like a transformer. You have all these different components. When you bring them together, it makes the machine work. It makes the machine work efficiently well, okay, amazingly well. And for you, that will translate into generating massive revenue. Okay, that's about generating revenue and also business growth. And when you start generating revenue, first of all, it's going to make your life easier. Why do I say that? Because unfortunately, yes, revenue makes the world go round. It'll make your business operate more effectively, more efficiently. You'll have more disposable income to invest back into your business, and also it'll help you to grow. So by having that revenue, you can grow your team, you can actually expand, and you can actually deal with more clients, and you can actually be remote if you want. That's completely up to you. So these things, they're very, very important to remember. The reasons why we have to remind ourselves, why are we doing what we're doing? Okay, so really some key things I wanted to mention. So coming back here, so you get the gist of it. You can do this again. Let's have another look. Let's say, actually, let's have a look if Java Burn is here for whatever reason. Let's have a look. So check this out. People are doing the same method. So you can see these strategies are working, but people are doing it, and you just have no idea that they're doing this. So we're spilling the beans here. Okay, you can see the same methodology that they're doing. They're coming here, creating content. The reason that so many people are doing it because it's generating traffic. It is generating traffic. So you can see this model is proven. And here you can see other terms, permutations of the terms or relating keywords essentially for it, like coffee review, recipe, coffee, fat burner, etc., etc. If I come here, you can see it is redirected to a site in Google. If I select that, let's have a look. Where is it going to be taking me? And check this out. You know what this is? Somebody's built their own website that's modeled around the official website. Can you see this? Look how ugly it is. But luckily for you, you have ClickSitesAI. We can go and take, remember, this is an example. Create any site on any industry. I don't want you to just get fixated on Java Burn. I don't want everybody coming back to me and saying, I brought so much Java Burn coffee. I'll just give you an example, okay? Now, you can create this similar style website, if not better, using ClickSitesAI. Now, if I select this, guess where it's going to take me? Any guesses? It is now redirecting. You can see there to ClickBank. Okay, and then the moment someone makes a purchase, they are going to be accredited for it. So here you can see it is something everybody seems to be doing. And this is not, coming back to ClickBank, remember, you've got all these different categories, you've got all these different industries, top offers you can choose from. Arts and media, investing, fiction, games, employment, e-business, home and garden, parenting, let's just say divorce. Okay, is there any products around divorce? Okay, let's see, save my marriage today, $500 conversion. Wow. So what would it be? Divorce, save my marriage. Let's see if this pops up. So I could take that. Let's have a look. Is there anything? I guess this is going to be more divorce related, but save my marriage today. Check this out. How to save a marriage. Marriage headed towards divorce. Okay. Marriage. Now, if I select that, there's a guide, set up a guide, ugly looking thing, but let's see. Where are they redirecting the traffic? So I want you to just kind of understand this is how we could do the research. Here you can see there's a link here. This is going to be a call to action. A very ugly, simple site, but clearly these things are working. Now you can make more advanced level sites that do even better. So let's go ahead. Let's click this link. Where is it going to take us? And check this. It is taking us to a YouTube video. Okay. You can see in the field there, if I select that, look at this. Now it's going to give us a gateway. So it's going to ask us to do a number of actions. Let's go ahead for men. And there you go. It's taking you. Okay. And after a few moments, you'll see a payment button would appear. And you can see, where is this? This is on ClickBank. Can you see that, everybody? This is another ClickBank related product. Mend the marriage. I come here. Let's see if I can find this and I can discover this on ClickBank. Let's have a look. Mend the marriage. Updated. Check this out. Mend the marriage. Can you see just simple steps? These are simple steps in order to do the research, and then you can find it and you can see, look, affiliate page. If I want to go ahead and promote, then I can build the pages out of it. But how did we get there? By simply going to Pinterest, checking a search term, and then we could see what people are writing out there, save my marriage, and then we can actually go and create content around that. So you've got different methodologies of doing the research. and seeing the end result of it. See, you can actually validate an idea. You can validate and see if there is something that's viable for you to jump into, or you can get the ideas to then go and engineer and create a rapid AI website using ClickSitesAI, and then you can actually siphon off the traffic. That's the key word. Remember, you can use social media. Stop looking at cat videos. You can in your spare time, but I say save your time. Stop looking at cat videos and start using social media for free to siphon off free traffic and actually generate revenue from it. So just remember, every time you're on social media, think, how can I actually generate revenue from it? Now you know. Okay? Now you understand how you can generate traffic for free and generate revenue leveraging social media at your disposal. So what we'll do now, so remember, if you went to the post, when you come to places like this, just make sure you put you can put your link in there. You can put, even on the graphic, consider putting a URL that's easy to understand. You can put your custom domain name. Remember, with ClickSitesAI, it is going to be ending tomorrow, the 7-day free trial. But with that, you can set up your custom domain name. You have up to 500 domain names you can actually set up. So it just looks much more cleaner. You can come and leverage these sites, and you can actually start generating that free traffic. Now, as a recap, using Facebook, create your own groups if you want your pages, create as many as you want, and have them as one hub, so you can do it for different industries, and you can just create and upload and syndicate congruent content pertaining to the niche that you choose. Now, one more aspect that let's jump straight back into the slide. So that's topic number 3. Okay. The last but not least, we're going to look at Quora as traffic generation. Okay. So with Quora, believe it or not, let's see if we can find it. Let's close some of these windows. Okay. So just to make sure everyone's awake, are you still with me? Have you enjoyed that topic number 3? Just let me know in the chat box. So have you enjoyed it? Just make sure you're awake, and then we will smoothly slide into Quora, because I think this is another great way, and the similar type methodology that will be covered. So let me know. Everybody awake? Get your fingers ready. Come on, type. Let me know. The more you're awake, the more I will be awake. Otherwise, I will take more coffee. I'm not going to take coffee, but I'll have to. Okay, fantastic. Everyone say yes. As long as you're awake, look, the key thing is, as long as you're learning and you're seeing the value of ClickSitesAI and the power behind it, and if we can have that symbiotic relationship, so to speak, of the strategy and training, we can make sure that you can use the platform as intended, unlocking all of the AI capabilities. That's the key here. We want you to unlock all the capabilities so you can go out there and you can actually generate and really boost revenue and actually use the platform to generate revenue. That's the key thing here. So, within a short space of time, the money that you spend, that you invest in ClickSitesAI, you'll get reimbursed. You'll have a return of investment. That's the key thing here. We're about making sure that you move forward and you generate a revenue and actually get results, real results from this. That's why we're here. That's why we're doing the training. So, okay. So next we got Quora. So Quora is, I guess, it's a platform where a lot of people come and they ask questions. So say, for example, you can see you can choose different things. You got science, cooking, design, writing, technology. You can check different niches, categories. I think I just created this as an example purposes. But anyway, if I come now, I want to pay attention to this. Look, search. So remember we looked at woodworking as an example. Remember, I know woodworking sometimes sounds a little bit boring, but we're just using an example. You're not limited to woodworking. Please look at other things like dentistry, chiropractor. Look at obscure other things, and maybe pregnancy, or maybe car or mechanic, doctors, lawyers, maybe some training for pilots, whatever it may be. You're not limited. Gardening, handyman, plumber, etc. But we're just doing this because we've kind of covered it, so you kind of get the gist of it. I go search woodworking. Okay. Now you can see. Have you ever taken a woodworking class? What respirator mask should I get for woodworking and painting? What are the good names for wood business? Now check this out. What respirator mask should I get for woodworking? Now, straight away you should be thinking, oh wow, I can create a website on that. I can create a site based on the types of masks or face protection one would use during woodworking. Okay. Now, what I could do, I could technically go find a third-party product out there that sells a mask pertaining to what is required for that individual, especially if they're carrying out woodworking. And he's probably not the only one. He's come on this site and he's asking a particular question that many people will ask, especially if they're starting out woodworking, right? Alongside that, what I can do, I can come here to the comment section. and I can post a comment. I can add a comment for this gentleman here, given a similar structure we've done on Facebook, creating a comment, and I'm now piggybacking off his post the traffic to redirect them to my website about masks used for woodworking, and then I'm then going to be promoting my own product, right? Whether I have my own product, third-party product, e-commerce style product, or maybe I'm just using it to build up the traffic, right, to get my page ranked highly. And then if I get enough, data and collection of people and viewers on my page, it doesn't also stop me what Paul mentioned at the start, using sites like Flipper, right, and flip that site and sell it off, sell it for thousands, because I have viewers on there. You don't necessarily need to make a site and put an affiliate product in there. It could just be a site that you're updating with content and having people come on. You build that traction, and then you can sell it to somebody that wants to go put ads and put their products, because it already has that credibility and authority on that page already. Okay, so that's one. So I want you to think, these things you can come straight away. Wow, okay, let me go leverage, let me piggyback someone's post. Let's just type in woodworking help, woodworking getting started. I don't know, getting started. Let's see if it comes up. What are the top 10 tools for woodworking? Or let's do this woodworking course. Okay, because we know Ted in ClickBank had a woodworking course, didn't he? Are there any good carpentry woodworking part-time courses in Chennai, right? Birmingham, part-time, a woodworking course online. Let's look at online, make it easier, because some people want physical, but let's try to drill this down a little bit. Where would I buy safety glasses? Carpentry full-time in Bangalore. So these people also, don't you think you could offer them a virtual course, because they may not think, you could give them the plan, so some people might actually start doing this from home. And then let's look at another one. Let's look at weight loss. Okay, let's look at weight loss. So remember, you got different types of questions. Let's look for questions here. These are the questions people are asking, and we can see what. And remember, use these filters, because some of these questions might have been answered already, but they might be particular where people keep asking. Okay, and check this out with these filters. What is the most effective weight loss method or program? Look at this, over 3,000 answers. People are viewing these posts, right? Over 1,000, over 3,000, close to 4,000, 1.4 thousand, 1,000, 1,000, 2.6. So I could come here and you could say answer, and you could put your answer there, right? I'm pretty sure you would have to request, and then you could enter it. But let's just say, look, let's select it. I guess it will bring me into a much bigger menu. And you can see these are all the people asking what's the most effective weight loss method. Now, what's stopping you from doing similar to what we said about Pinterest or Facebook? You create your own piece of content and you redirect people to your own blog, your own website, right? Your own landing page or your own piece of content. Here you can see now, I can see there's a huge engagement. I come if I want. If I don't want to create a post, I just come. I come here and I piggyback off other people's traffic. More specifically, I tell you another great thing is that you can actually come and reply to other people's comments. And if you're thinking, you know what, I might not be articulate, I might not be, I might sound, you know what, my grammar might be appalling. Hey, look, take the question, go into the AI settings, and ask the assistant as an example, or ChatGPT, doesn't matter, whatever. You can say, hey, can you help me create a response to this question? Can you create a comment response to this question? Have AI create the responses for you, and you become an instant authority. Okay, right? Does that make sense? All right, we're just being smart. We're allowing AI to make us an overnight expert. We're just redirect them to our website. We sound like an instant authority. We can actually reply to all comments, and we're essentially getting more exposure, and we're getting a lot of traffic. We're redirecting that traffic to our own website. But remember, sites like Quora and stuff, don't buy them. Use them for free. Just sign up. I'm pretty sure it's true. But a lot of these stuff, keep your expenses low. First, generate revenue. And then if you want certain sites, invest, no problem. Okay? So remember, one key thing I need to explain, because some people won't realize. Yes, the price tomorrow, because I am seeing questions. I don't want to go into it too much. But yes, the price will be increasing. Okay, within 24 hours, the price is going to be increased because the launch period is closing. What that will mean is that the price will jump more than $10. Okay, it's already been going up during the launch weekend. We said this day one, lock in now. Many people, unfortunately, they just waited, they delayed, they procrastinated, and the price keeps going up. Also, the layer of protection and the layer, just to give you that peace of mind, is that there's a 7-day free trial. Now, that will also be ending within 24 hours. So if you come back tomorrow, that will be gone. You will no longer have that. You will have to come in at a much higher price, opposed to if you come in now, if you go to ClickSitesAI/go, you can actually lock in for that 7-day free trial. So those that haven't got it now, you will kick yourself. You know, the future is moving. Everything is AI capabilities now. Everything is moving ahead, and you essentially can get ahead. One thing I have to explain to you, look, Christmas is coming. 2025 is coming. Do not want to get ahead for the brand new year. Just think about it logically. Everybody talks about New Year's resolutions. Oh, I'm going to do this when December comes. I'm going to come. You'll be talking about this stuff, I guarantee you, in November. You'll be talking about in December. Oh, in the new year, I'm going to start this. I am telling you now, I have come back from the future, right? I have come from the future, right? Think about it. I've come from the future, and I'm telling you, get ahead now. Start building your foundation. Start using and building ClickSitesAI. Build out your sites. Those sites, create 50 sites, 100 sites, 200 sites. Just imagine the real online real estate you're going to create when October comes, November comes, December comes. Imagine how much real estate as monopoly you would have out there. Your sites, how optimized are they going to be showing in the Google search engine, right? Just think about it. How many views, how many eyeballs, how many viewers are going to be coming? How much authority are your sites going to be garnering? How much are they going to be monetized? How much money and revenue are they going to be bringing in from sales, affiliate products, your own products, by viewers, by AdSense, all of this stuff? But you have to ask yourself, now is the time to start. Yeah, I don't want to sound like I'm preaching, but I'm telling you, many people, I've done this before. I've made the same mistake before. I wait until December. I make all these promises. And then when December comes, oh, yeah, I'm going to start in January. But most people are recovering from December, how much bills they paid, then all of this, the expenses have gone up, and now they're back to, the 9 to 5 grind. They're back to the reality. Oh, now I need to pay off my debts for December and all the presents and all the money you spent that I didn't have. So I want you to think ahead, get ahead of it now. Don't be kicking yourself saying, oh, I should have started, much sooner. Use the same approach, because at one point we'll probably be watching this video back thinking, you know what, that guy was right. Ali was right. And I'm telling you that now. So the strategies we're giving you free strategies. Okay. You don't need to pay everything that we mentioned. Even if you need, once this recording's available, go watch this. We have other recordings that you'll find in the dashboard. They will cover everything. But for you right now is actually just taking the step. There's so many strategies. I don't want to overwhelm you too much, but there's so many strategies. Just pick one and roll with it. Make it work. It will work. Okay. So I would like to say I'm passionate. Why am I passionate a little bit? Because I care. I actually care. If I didn't care, I wouldn't be telling you this stuff. We would just say, hey, look, go buy the product. Here's how you use this tool here, blah, blah, blah. And good luck with it. That's it. But the reason we've been turning up constantly on these sessions is to press upon you not only the tools, but we want to give you the training and the specifics on how to use them the best way. And there's so much more to come. Many of you will know some of the functionalities that we had within ClickSitesAI. Many of you within the first couple of days, hey, look, I've got this brilliant feature. Do you think you can add it? Guess what? We added it. Okay. So with Quora, if it doesn't allow you to have links, okay, use it for research purposes, but model what other people are doing. If you can put a graphic, make your own post, embed things in there, redirect them, make them an authority. But one thing you won't realize, if you create an account, I'm pretty sure in your bio, you could have that information that you may have a website, right? Like many blogging sites, authority sites where you're going and you're hanging out, they will always come back to your profile. And on your profile, sometimes they have your social media connects that you can go for. Okay. So those are the examples that you can follow. So I don't want to take too much time because I know then it just goes on forever. And then sometimes you lose track, you feel a little bit overwhelmed. But is everyone with me so far? Okay. So, let's go and let's answer some Q&As and then we will conclude. So let me know what questions you may have. First and foremost, has everyone enjoyed the training? We've covered 4 topics. Let's go have a look. So 4 topics we covered. The cold reach strategy we went through more specifically in the tutorials is more in depth. We've done YouTube exposure, social media leverage, and Quora traffic generation. Okay, so first of all, let us know, have you enjoyed the session? Are you happy you attended? And remember, make sure you join the Facebook group. You can find that if you go to the dashboard here. Let me show you if you don't know already. Let's have a look. If you go to the tutorial section, brand new page, brand new training, tutorials are always getting added because keep adding more features, which you're trying to keep up. You can see here, meta group. If you select that, it will take you directly into the group here. And you'll see there's a thriving community of over 50,000 people, okay? So everyone's sharing what they're doing, strategies. There will be competitions that aren't available anywhere else. There will be brand new training, mentorship. There's so much happening there, like-minded people. So you need to make sure you actually join in that community, first and foremost. If you come back to the tutorial, make sure you got the YouTube link there. Make sure you go subscribe, hit the notification bell so you're notified whenever we go live. And if you scroll down, you'll see all of the training, more advanced level stuff is here. I mean, there's hours and hours and hours worth of content in here, okay? So please make sure, I can't stress enough, please do go add that. So let's see. Okay, so let's go look at some questions. Okay, so just a recap. Many of asking price. It's about $169 right now. It will be subject to change. So look, $169. 7-day free trial will be ending tomorrow. Okay, and then it'll go to a 2-part split payment over 2 months, but that'll be ending tomorrow anyway, and then it'll revert back to $169. Okay, so please, if you want, go right now and lock in for the lowest price possible. If not, the 7-day free trial, and you'll be covered. So are there any TikTok peculiarities? So TikTok essentially is going to be the same methodology. You can, in a short video, you can use one of the third-party apps from Paul, or the apps that Paul may have as well. And you're essentially looking at the same thing with the content, the description, but really you don't need to go too much in the description. It's more hashtags, but it's the call to action. It's doing that research. In the search term, you'll see it's the same methodology. It's just about, look, create that one piece of content and plaster it everywhere you can. Any social media account, go and plaster it. Put it everywhere and anywhere, because all of that will essentially, all those streams of exposure, those eyeballs and traffic will come to the one stream of your website. Okay. Now, are there going to be any future updates? Of course, there are always going to be ongoing updates. We are continually updating the website to make sure it is being maintained. It's not something that you're going to get access to, and then after a month, hey, look, yeah, we're not updating it. We've left it. It's on maintenance mode for a month, blah, blah, blah. Or you come back in about 6 months or 12 months, oh, you've got to pay for an upgrade or maintenance. None of that. Whatever you pay now as a one single time payment, or once you do the 7-day free trial, you are locked in. You are grandfathered in. We will continue to make updates. We'll continue to maintain the site. We'll continue to add features at no extra cost to you. Okay? Who else does that? Normally, for companies, they have to charge you a yearly fee just to maintain themselves. But now we will take the burden of that cost. Well, I won't, but Paul will. Okay, his wallet, unfortunately, we've left it open, and he will maintain that for you. Okay, will the system allow for extra HTML and scripting to be added? So if in terms of scripting, I would imagine if you're saying, can you add your own HTML, or what can you do a bit more when it comes to HTML editing? So with that, you have two options. When it comes to HTML editing, you got a full range of the page HTML editing. You got the tab here and one to the left. And you can see you can actually do as much HTML editing as you want. Alternatively, if you want to come to a specific section of adding HTML code, simply come to basic, scroll down, and you will see you have sections of HTML that you can add anywhere on the page. Okay, these blocks, you've got 2 versions. And if you want, once you come to that version, just come to the cog, or you come edit code and add whatever you may be. So that's something you can do. So you have that ability afforded to you using ClickSitesAI. So can you add, so yes, there's an answer list. You can add all kinds of video, including vertical videos, to your web pages. So in order to do videos are great. Obviously, you would need videos, and it's something that we've covered today as well. So they're important. You've got 2 ways of adding videos. So let's start off with a blank template. So just much more cleaner, so you can see what's happening on screen. So I could come here to the content block. I can add a YouTube video. I simply select, come to the editor tag, and I can actually select and put this video specifically. Let's have a look. Let's go on the settings. You can add the source there. Okay, that's one part of doing it. Or alternatively, if I want to add a HTML or a video that's directly added, let's have a look. Simply select copy. You can actually upload your own video. So you don't have to have a YouTube video. However, having said that, please remember with the content block, or anytime you come here, there's nothing stopping you. If you have the embed code for video, you can actually add any video that you have from a third party provider, like so. Okay, you could just come here and add that code there, like so. Okay, whatever it may be. and also it's supported by JavaScript and CSS. You've got two options here. Come to this section here, come to configure, and you can add the code, whatever it may be. You have an option of both. So hopefully that answers your question. So please remember, go right now and get ClickSitesAI before the $10 plus increase tomorrow. And remember, the 7-day free trial will also be removed. So you won't even get the option of just testing it out if you wanted to. Okay, so Rajat, congratulations, you made 3 sites already. So you can see how quick and easy it is. And the more you play with it, the more you understand it, and the more you test it, you'll just get more familiar. It becomes more fun and interesting. So another question is that ClickSites allows you to customize and add HTML code to your website, as I've just demonstrated. So hopefully that makes sense. Let's see. Okay, so Kim saying I already made a dozen sites. So you can see those that are watching sitting on the fence. These are real comments by real users that have already used this, and just like you, they were sitting on the fence, and many of them, they took the plunge. And guess what? It is one of the easiest things, believe it or not, when you come in there. It's designed to be really easy. If I come here, if I go to the editor tab, if I want to work at night, I can change the theme around, make it a bit more night mode related, and you can see how beautiful it looks. Anything I have on the page, I can come to the page like so. Toggle, I can change things around, change different colors. I can add not only colors, a different palette, different gradient. I'm not restricted just to solid colors or gradient colors. I can actually add images. If I don't want to add images, I can upload my own. I can actually use a tool here. I can actually add my own private images, search a gallery or the media within ClickSitesAI, or I can actually use the AI image generator. Say, for example, if I just wanted to add this, let's go ahead. You can see background image there. I can clear it. I can even come to pieces of content. There's nothing stopping me from coming to different layers of content. Let's have a look. Let's see. We've got this content. If I go to, let's see, if I got this content here, go to the toggle. Can you see that? I can actually change elements of it. If I want, I can, in terms of if somebody clicks that, I can actually have it clickable. So it goes to the paid product or, downloadable product, whatever it may be. But you get the gist of it, okay? And then ultimately, if I want, then I come here, I can change the SEO setting. I can put the title, the description, make sure that it's got the right kind of recipe to really optimize the SEO results, and also robot settings. I can index that. I can add my GDPR, enable that onto that. I can add my own favicon. Let's come back to this. Let's come back to the editor tag. If I want to then work during the day, I come here. So if I'm having a client and I say to the client, look, I've worked on your site, I come to the information. I've got about, I've got over 8,000 characters. These are my charges. These are the informations that you can use. So is everyone with me? Does that make sense? Have we got any other questions? Because I can see a lot of people have, I think we've gone through quite a few. So ClickSites allows you to customize. Yep, that's fine. So remember, we've got some beautiful different abilities now. Some of the key things that we added as well. Please do remember, when you come to any section, you've got the magic redesign. So you can actually redesign any section that incorporates the complete design, the canvas, the text, and the imagery. It'll change things around. It will spice things up, etc., etc. And also, you do have the ability of adding the GDPR compliant ability on that. So here you can see, look, brand new image, different variation of everything that I added. I can just come back now. If I want, I can edit things around. If I don't like this top section, I delete it. And straight away, we are good to go. And we've got a beautiful, fully functional site. And I can see in the live preview mode how much there is. Remember, with all the sections, we've got so many beautiful sections to choose from. We've got different headers, sliders, articles, photos, all categories. I can do pricing. If I want to do my e-commerce style shop, I go to products. Let's look for the shop. Here you go. I've got different shop sections. I can add, I can come in, I can customize. Let's go for, we've got profile sliders. We can actually add animated sections. I go to the animated sections. I can actually have these are animated elements. I can have the, video section here. So I can have a background with a video, and I can change this. So here you can see that that's a video in the background. I can go ahead and I can change things around. All of this stuff we covered in tutorials. There's so much. And I know if I'm here and I tell you about more of these features, we will be here for another hour, because I can talk as long as I'm having fun. So if I go to the module setting here, let's have a look. You can see I can change things like the video. I can update the video, change the controllers, etc., etc. Now let's see if I go to this section here. If I go to select background, I can change the background. I can go to the box setting. Let's go have a look what we've got. Responsiveness, the click, okay? And different sections, you can actually change different elements on here. So let's have a look. You got this section here. Also, you can do the animation. You can do spacing on scroll, and you've obviously ID. But this one, let's have a look. Let's do a slide back. So if I go here, can you see this? How it animates now? And there you go, it's sliding away. It's disappearing behind. And also, here's another great thing. If you do have an image like this in the back, you can, let's have a look. So this image, let's have a look. Let's go to edit. Let's go to the image. Background image is there. Yes, let's go to adjust. You can adjust that. You can scale it. Let's go to the content, remove the content. Let's go to click. Oh, yes, image. If I go to parallax on this, and you can see now, if I go to the preview mode, you can see how that image is now static. It's not moving, okay? So we can do this with different sections instead of it just moving. So it just looks more, it's very dynamic, very, it is brand new technology. I mean, with the capabilities, we can do that with all the different sections. So apart from that, everybody, I guess if you've got no other questions, I can only press upon the point. Make sure you join yourself in the Facebook group. Make sure you go subscribe. Make sure if you haven't already, go to clicksitesai.go right now, because I promise you, this happens so many times. Tomorrow, what will happen is many people will complain because that ability now has gone. They can't get in the free trial. Okay? They've lost that opportunity to go in the free trial at least, or the price has then gone vastly up and they've missed out on the opportunity of getting in the lowest price possible and with the price increase. Now, for whatever reason, if you've tried to get access to ClickSitesAI and you've got an issue from your side with the bank and you need to contact them, please reach out to support and let us know that you've tried, and can you help you, or just give us a reminder that, yeah, you've tried, okay? And then we will work to you. So please make sure you do that right now if you haven't already. So let's have a look. So it's superb. I've used 2 editors recently, but this is outstanding. So we got, can you please make a training tomorrow? I'm pretty sure we can cover that, okay? So I hope no more increases until after Friday. Okay. So with videos, yes, there's a tutorial for that. So this app blows my mind. Thank you very much. So here's a great question. Not this one. Let's see. Please make a train. Okay, no, not that one. Where's it gone? So if I create a website for local businesses, I charge monthly or yearly to manage website, and how much should I charge? Now, this is a great question, and I know this does pop up a lot. So the question is, you can actually do research with local businesses that are providing services similar to this, right? There's nothing stopping you from asking them, where you are essentially you could act as someone that's looking for services, or you could go to the website and see their pricing. But it's up to you. You can charge whatever you want. You could charge $50 a month, $100 a month. To start off with, charge little, and then as you get more clients, then you could actually charge more, because now you have clients in your retainer where you're charging $50, $100 a month, $500 a month, etc., etc. And then you can build up. But first, build up that database and that credibility first, and then you can charge depending on how many clients you have. You've got that social exposure, you've got that social currency. Okay, so it's up to you. You can charge your value, but first get started, make that first dollar, and then you can take it from there. So hopefully that answers your question. So thank you for Paul and I making these training sessions available. I'm working sometimes, can't sit through it and have to leave it and come back. I'm glad it's available for replay. So that's a really important point. Everyone has their own circumstances, and that's why we make sure we ensure that there's access to the replays, and the content is there recorded, so you can access it anytime and you keep coming back. Okay, so really appreciate every single one of you. So how much should you charge for clients for ClickSites website? Now, that's a really great question again. And it comes down to, you could do market research. You can look at local service providers that are charging for websites. And it depends on what the client's looking for. How many pages? Is it a single page? Are they making additional pages? And then you can actually go and do research about what other local competitors are charging. And you can model. But to get started, charge them, imagine just for the first website, how much you paid for. Let's say you paid $160 for ClickSitesAI. Go charge them $170. Go get your return. So now any website you make after that, you're making it for free. So that means that your purchase of ClickSite is completely free now. Does that make sense? So now whatever you do, you have the ability, and all the updates and all the maintenance, everything that we offer, and all the brand new features we're going to keep on bringing, you're now making websites and making money for essentially free. You're generating free revenue now. You can now build a business from revenue you've already got return from. Okay, so $169 right now, one-time payment, no monthly fees, no fees or hidden costs or anything like that. just go to ClickSitesAI/go. Okay, so thank you very much, everybody. I can see there's no more questions, but if there are any questions, please make sure you got the Facebook group. If you put a comment, we'll come and review them later. That's not a problem. If you have any issues, anything you need more help with, contact support. That's what we're here for. We want to make sure this is a great relationship between you and I, that we can actually work together and make sure that you have an amazing experience with us and our support. We'll try our best to accommodate your needs and really help you move forward in your journey. So thank you very much, everyone. So remember, whatever I'm saying is not financial advice. Please, I'm just giving you advice. These are my own thoughts and opinions. You can use them however you want. So I really appreciate every single one of you. So before we go, if you want to say any last words, just because Paul's not here right now, just to let the team know. Remember, it's just not me. It's Paul. There's others around there. There's Sid behind the background. We've got so many team members, support. There's a whole crew that is working behind the scenes to make sure that we have these amazing sessions. So please, in the chat box, if you enjoyed today, let us know that you've enjoyed today's session. So even when Paul comes and has a look, he goes, yep, we had a great session. That your feedback is invaluable, that we know we're doing a great job and we can continue to do training like this. So make sure you let us know. But apart from that, then I guess we will conclude. And thank you very much for every single one of you attending. The recording will be available and you can view that anytime in the tutorial. So apart from that, everyone, please make sure, if you haven't already, I can't stress this enough, I'm not going to twist your arm. I'm not going to say force you to go do it. It's up to you. If you want to make the smart, intelligent decision like everybody else on this call right now, a majority of people have got access to this already and they've got it at a low cost or either a 7-day free trial. Go right now. It's going to be, the closing call essentially to ClickSitesAI/go. Just go and do the 7-day free trial. If you're not happy with it, even after 7 days, you still got 30-day money back guarantee. So you're still protected. You got like 37 days essentially. Okay. you got 30 days. You got a 37-day money back guarantee. So remember, tomorrow it will be the same time tomorrow. So make sure, if you haven't already, those that want more training or you want a bit more information about ClickSitesAI and see what the app really does, please make sure you come and you tune in and we'll have another amazing session. So apart from that, everybody, it's been awesome. Yep. I guess go and secure it now. Price will go increase to the 7-day free trial end, and that's all I can say right now. Okay, I've enjoyed today. I hope every one of you has enjoyed it. Please make sure, go use ClickSitesAI, go generate your websites and start monetizing and generating your revenue today, starting now. Just take action. I don't care if it's one piece of action that you do. Start today. Work at a pace that will work for you. Don't worry about what anyone else is doing. But please make sure that you're making progress. It's not about, going extreme. Just make progress and make small, steady, consistent progress on a daily basis. Even if you do one component, you click one button every single day. That's all it takes. Okay. Don't just give up. Don't feel guilt. Don't feel bad. Doesn't matter about who's around you and, they don't understand why you're doing what you're doing. Just stick to yourself. Believe in yourself, as cliche as it sounds. And I'm sure with a community like us doing training with you, us caring that we're trying to help you work towards your goals and your business, that's what we're here for. That's what counts. Okay, as long as you're confident in your own abilities and you have a great, amazing network around you, you will go very, very far. So thank you very much, everybody, every single one of you. The link is on the screen now. Go now if you're on the fence. You can purchase ClickSitesAI before the $10 increase. And remember, the 7-day free trial will also be removed. So you can actually lock in the 7-day free trial and then you get another 30 days protected money back guarantee. So thank you, every single one of you. Paul saying thank you for attending. We hope you enjoyed the training. Our goal is to provide best value to our customers. So we really do care. And make sure, even if you come into the Facebook group, make sure on the page you put a comment there in the group that you had an amazing time on the session and maybe one thing that you enjoyed most about today's training session. So apart from that, everyone, take care, God bless, and see you very soon. See you tomorrow, okay, everyone? Take care. Bye-bye. And make sure, go to the link if you haven't already. It's over there somewhere, okay? Okay, take care. Bye-bye.